हुन्छ दाइ ओ डीसीमा डीसी उयो गर न
के हो छैन हौ डाउनलोडै त छैन झन् आइडी पनि पहिलिनेको के भएछ बिर्सिसक्यो
एकछिन त अनि पर्खिन दाइ पहिला स्ट्रिम उयो गर्छु म स्ट्रिम अन गरेर म्युटमा छोड्नु पर्यो क्या Discord.
Hello, innocent. Hello, brother.
कहाँबाट हो जुगाड गर्ने QR code यहाँ र डीसीमा उयो गर्दा त ग्लिच होला नि हैन राइट लेन मिलाउन दिव्य कुन लेन जान तिमी मिट
Bro, are you using laptop for streaming? Yes, brother.
Hyper?
I'm using laptop.
DC ने के भयो ल्यापटपमा
Yeah, it's easy to read comment now, that's why. I'm streaming from my phone, but
नौ जिबी भएन भन्दै
त्यो के हुन्छ त्यसलाई खै त के हो
दाइ कुनमा हुनुहुन्छ ए
हेलो
हेलो दाइ आवाज आयो
खै आवाज आएन त
हेलो हेलो आवाज आयो दाइ
माइक खोल न माइक
हेलो
आयो
आयो ओ जम्मै भित्र स्टार्ट हाल्दियो के भयो ल्यापटपमा डिसी
फोनमै गरेको
फोनमा हैन ल्यापटपमा ल्यापटप नि भइराखौ के भयो
बुढो भयो तिमी
बुढो होइन मैले कहिले हिजो होला काम गर्दै
No, bro, I just read comment from laptop na. I just read comment from
मैले
laptop.
ल्यापटप कहिले सटडाउनै गर्दैन क्या चार्जर त्यतिकै जोडेर ल्यापटप घोप्टो बाह्रमा राखिदिन्छ क्या अहिले सटडाउन गर्दिनँ मैले
बिग्रिहाल्थ्यो
पुरानो भयो
यो साउन्ड के भयो यस्तो फेरि
भइसक्यो मेरो होइन क्या अङ्कल मेरो ल्यापटप त अर्कै छ
Your team is banning.
ए नेपाली हो तिमी ल्यापटप चाहिँ म कमेन्टहरु पढ्न मात्र युज गर्छु क्या मोबाइलबाटै हो स्ट्रिम गर्ने चाहिँ
Please ban a hero.
तिम्रो साउन्ड ग्लिच भइरहेछ क्या अड्की अड्की आइरहेछ
Your
I wanted
team
like
is picking.
plus के हो सब्स्क्राइब लाइक कति भन्दै
ओइ गुसन छ त यार M7 हेर्नु भएको छैन M7 के उनीले हार्यो एसआरजी लोअर ब्याकेट पुग्यो ह के हेरौँ अब के हुन्छ फाइनल हेर्ने एकचोटि
मेरो दाइ
Picking.
मेरो साउन्ड
तिम्रो साउन्ड ग्लिच भइरहेछ
लो
के गर्ला हो यिनीहरूले गर्ला के यिनीहरूले
The enemy is picking.
के भन्छ हेर्न मैले मेरो साउन्ड भने दाइ
कस्तो अड्की अड्की आइरहेछ तिम्रो साउन्ड अनि मिट न के अरे गोल्ड नखेल्नु भए किन गोल्ड राख्छ त हो यिनीहरू नखेल्ने मान्छेहरू हान्देऊ हिल्डा हान्देऊ भाइ हिल्डा
हिल्डा गाटो कार्मिन्डा हाइलस के
हिल्डा र गाटोमा एउटा हिल्डा पनि राम्रो हुन्छ उसलाई आएपछिलाई कुरामा
The enemy is picking.
क्लाउड फाट्छ अनि हाइलाई मजा हुन्छ क्या रस हाल्नु रस हाल्न चाहिँ मेजले अर्कै सपोर्ट दियो भने रस हाल्नु
के हो तिमीहरूको साउन्ड त यार
पिक भइरहेछ पनि
तिमीहरूको साउन्ड के भयो भाइ यार कस्तो अड्की अड्की आइरहेछ
म मात्रै छु डिसीमा उसको त आउँदैन आवाज मेरो खै के भयो त एकचोटि रिस्टार्टै गर्नु
अहिले चाहिँ आयो अहिले चाहिँ आयो क्लियर आयो
अहिले चाहिँ आयो दाइ
अहिले क्लियर आछ
Welcome to Mobilelegends.
ब्याकग्राउन्डमा अर्को के प्ले भइरहेको छ
Thank you so much Nora for subscribing.
Till the enemy reaches
Hello
the
hello.
battlefield.
के छ मुकेश?
यतिखेर टाइमको सब्स्क्राइब भएर छ कि नै
Troops deployed.
युट्युबमा मैले चाहिँ दुई तिन अकाउन्टै
दुई तीनवटाबाट
मैले कति अगाडि कतिवटा हानेको छ हो सब्स्क्राइब
चिकन भन्नाले मार्देको यार No worries. Guys, everyone make sure to like and subscribe, guys.
First blood.
आजको भाइ हेरे हैन अल्ट्रा इगो र लिक्विड पारा देखाएर हैन कसले जित्यो
Gather up the turtle.
टोटल हानु भाइ म जल अल्टे हान्छु त्यसलाई च्याप है मिट पर्छ भाइ तिमी पुग्दैन फिकर हाने अहिले ओ माई गुडनेस कसरी जित्यो आवाज जस्तो ए अल्ट्रा इगो नाइस भने यार अल्ट्रा इगो जित्नु पर्छ नि यार बिचरा यार उनीहरूले नि अल्ट्रा इगो मलाई मन पर्छ यार त्यहाँ हेर न यो याजु के भन्ने ऊ हो भाइ त्योमा के अरे आलु कार्ड खेल्ने होइन है ओ माई गड ल ए भाइ आऊ यसको अल्ट छैन आऊ त मलाई हेर है भाइ मलाई हेर है ए ल आम्टो मारिदियो मलाई त त्यो त्यसो केही छैन यार होइन अल्ट्रा इगोल जित्यो नि राम्रो हो केटा जित्नुपर्छ यार जल्दी जित्यो नि चान्स थिएन हुनु पर्दैन अझ उनीहरू राम्रै हो उसले मैले खान्छ फेरि थाहा चाहिँ छैन उसलाई
के गरेको त
किन ग्याप खाइरहेछ
के भयो
我が命は迷宮と共にある。シールドイン。
Launch attack. An ally has been slain. Thanks.
Sorry, hey. म त फेरि आँखा छिमीको माल गायब हुन्छ नि म्युटल्यान्ड त हेलो हेलो के तान
Our turret has been destroyed.
मोरे मोरे कस्तो च्याप यार तिमीलाई त्यहाँसम्म
ड्यामेज
कस्तो के गरे यार केटा खै त यार ल्यान नै उडाइदिसक्यो यार Oh my goodness. चिकन त्यसको अल्छन हान न भाइ त्यसलाई सुन अघि त्यसलाई मार तीनचोटि मारिसकेको छु मलाई त यार कसरी मरि म तीनचोटि 5चोटि एउटा खाते फेरि मार्क्समा एउटा गुसा नि त्यहाँ अब्जेक्टिभ भने 0 छ यहाँ बफ हान्दिएर मतलब छैन खा मा खा
दाइ ट्याक्क आउनु भयो अनि त्यसलाई सुरु गरेर डीसी मा आउन अझै कहाँ मोर्या थियो तिमी
के यिनीहरूको त यार एक जना आउँछ हाना न भाइ त्यसलाई हाना न अल्ट हाना न अल्ट छैन के गरे के गरेछ त्यत्रो फार्म दिएछ यार त्यसलाई 8000 गरे फार्म ड्यामेज हाने नि यसले
जोली पनि खेलिनु पर्छ
खै त यार कहाँ हाम्रो टिम यो सिक्ने को हो यो रिकल देखाउने म्युजिक जोतको टिम परेको एक सट यार त्यसलाई हाना न भाइ बजाइदियो मासलाई बन्चर त्यसको बफ हान त्यसको बफ हान
भ्याउनु होला एक सेकेन्ड छ
ここは部外者立ち入り禁止だ
Mid clear on Goni. Please make shot to Goni.
貴様が来るべき場所だ
त्यसो त अहिले 20 सेकेन्डमा हुन्छ अगाडि त्यो कुल्ला नभए बिल गरेको
Lovely.
Battle spell in cooldown.
होला कुल्ला
हाना हाना हे
僕は永遠に守る
त्यो जान्थ्यो होला त्यो लिनु
You destroyed a turret.
बड यार
सकिन्न आए मरिसक्यो
The enemy has slain Killing spree.
तिनवटा खायो स्काइप
Destroyed a turret.
एमएको विन छ कि छैन
विन छ हाने छैन जस्तो लाग्यो मलाई
ढाल्ने छैन नि त ड्यामेज छैन र विन ढाल्ने त तपाईँलाई मात्रै हो त विन त त्यसले
我が命迷宮とな
Slain an enemy. You have been slain. Inhibitor turret is under attack.
मिड हान्नु न मिड जाऊ यार कता बढी हाने जस्तो नि एउटा क्लिनले यार यस्तो गरिदिरहेको छ यार सिधै बन्छ र हान्नु नि भाइ सबजना मरियो अब
गेमै सक्छ
Our inhibitor turret is under attack. Instant kill. Base is under attack. Spree.
Yes, यार यो पछि वाच पार्टी है के सुरु हुन आइसक्यो तिनीहरूको
अल्ट्राइगो भर्सेस एसआरजी भयो अल्ट्राइगोले कस्तो प्लान दिइरहेको त्यही त
पहिला जस्तो पहिला रहेछ यार
वाचपट्टि हान्ने दाइ अब यो पछि तपाईँ
戻ってきたかミノタウロス
टेन्ट कत्रो अगाडि गएको हो
Initiate retreat.
दिमाग लाएर खेल्दैन यार दिमाग लाएर
अरू छैन लेन छैन
無駄だ言うさっさとかかってこい
यहाँ आयो के साउन्ड छ होला आयो
契約は永遠に守る
Battle spell in cooldown. Rampage.
यही रहेछ मेस द फ्रिक यार
Enemy has slain Lord.
पछाडि आऊ पछाडि
त्यसो के जिजिस
के गर्नु के पनौती मैले
They went over to Alter Ego and they had a good fight there, but SRG still maintains the lead.
Yep.
They do have still some control around the
Oh,
map.
who got it?
Oh, did he get the orange buff?
Oh.
Yes.
Yazuke will be able to get away safely with this. Cram moving on to Hijime. Yoom's there as well. Alec looking to join the fray. A lot of damage from the Blazing Duet. Innocent able to get the kill on a Hijime. Alex now in trouble. Next on the chopping block, he gets the slam, tries to bring him back, but he's caught in between four members. They're gonna pound him down, and now Yazuke's on the run as well as wants to close the distance. Out comes the Phantom Steam. Innocent now getting involved as well as Yazuke picks up Yooms, flickers through, and Nino gets away safely.
Oh my, that was a well-timed entry from Innocent. You saw it. RP was nowhere to be found during that instance, so there definitely was an advantage towards SRG. But Yazuke, though, the reset and him getting his ultimate for the second time around is still finding something out of that. It's still a really good stat line we're seeing, and he's still ahead of Sakai.
He's gonna take another one here with the pushback on you. But the Sakai's gonna be in a lot of trouble here. One more hit and he does go down. Yazuke picks up the kill, and now Yazuke's on the run. Cram able to close the distance though. And now Stormy moving on RP, a nice stun onto Alec. The grab, slam, a nice RP to catch Stormy and Innocent. But Cram is taking him for a ride. Back onto the tower. Alec finally forced to run off. Nino's onto the tower. He doesn't care about the shots. He's gonna get the kill. But Innocent now looking for the response. The Vengeance able to respond back, and we are back down to calm.
Alter Ego wants to fight the Giants, and the Giants will always fight back. Again, all this for the buff pressure in the jungle is what's happening here. Third turtle is up. We'll see if SRG secures this one again. You gotta get up to Alter Ego the way they like to fight on the map early on. It doesn't matter. They'll take those fights.
They may have stayed a bit too long there, though, because they were able to take away the objective or the buffs from Sakai's, but Sakai was able to get away. And now it's the Marksman who keep fighting.
Big hit on Cram. Cram's gonna go down. Arp comes in the back.
Dai long video wala stream haल्नु राम्रो long wala
gonna chase down Innocent, doesn't have the BMI Cram won't go down like this.
But he has to get off, and Innocent's just gonna go again, but you can't chase him down. The flying clouds.
Stormy's there as well. Now Nino in the back. Let's get under the pace safely. What is going on?
That's the curtain ball. He could have reached. He could have reached it. He could have went for the chase, but he was tied up.
By the yo-yo, man. That's about as good as it will get in those engages. But man, Alter Ego Esports, you know, looking at the items too. Falling in place here, you've got to go with some defense. That's why you have those brute forces built in. Nino has to help Yazuke, especially when they decide to go on these fights against it does help them kind of lock down control, but so far, notice how SRG has taken these fights. They also have pretty good defensiveness now too, with the couple chastised pauses, the Dom Ice on Yooms. He picks up his own, so they are going into these fights ready to just kind of brawl it out defensively.
And Alter Ego does not have that yet. They don't have a direct answer to Innocent, who compared to what we've seen whenever RV on the Freya goes up against the Claude in their previous series against Liquid, seems to be performing much better on the Claude. These early decisions to join the fights, the amount of damage you get to see from him, and the Swift Trinity already completed in 9 minutes means so much about how Innocent was able to handle the lane phase.
I mean, Singular Giants as a whole made a great job of ganking that gold lane to make sure Innocent had a good experience.
Yooms le chau paena sa
Because I see that fight with RP. You know what? If we want to go ahead and have a better chance here, Innocent's got to do his thing, but we also want to allow him to do his thing. So that one kind of one or two times they went down, they focused on that kill, or RP from bullying the lane early on. That's what helped bring him to this point. Now they've got control around this first lord here. Alter Ego though, trying to get a position for this. Unless they go for RP. Okay.
He's just gonna get pushed back.
यस्तो खतरा खेल्छ
Here's the commit though, big brave spider with a blessing to win from Innocent. At this point, AE just wants to get away free. SRG now.
Reload होला maybe.
Pacing. RP gonna back off. They just want the
RP wasn't the real target. When they saw RV and when they felt that SRG might actually go for him, Hijume, the other members were forced to reveal themselves, and unknowingly, Cram was there, ready to jump on them anytime, and that was the perfect cue for Innocent to just use the blazing duet at the moment as well. There was no way Hijume could have gotten out of that, not without the flicker, and now Alter Ego couldn't even contest, but wait.
फिनालेमा को छ उता
फिनालेमा अरूलाई PS मात्रै हो यो सेमी हो यो जितेको फाइनलमा जान्छ अनि एउटा चाहिँ अरूलाई PS त्यो त पहिलेदेखि क्वालिफाई भएर बसेर
त्यो त फाइनलमा पुगिसक्यो अब यो जो जित्छ
त्यो चाहिँ फाइनलमा
त्यो उसँग अझ स्लट बाँकी छ होला नि
हैन अब यो मात्रै हो जस्तो लाग्यो मलाई त
हैन एसआरजी त कहाँ टपमै थियो एकचोटि मात्र हारे अनि त बटममा गयो नि त सेकेन्ड बटममा बिचमा मिडलमा गयो नि त
सेकेन्ड बटम के फाइट हो यो अहिले
यहाँनिर
लास्ट बटम प्युर PS भन्ने केही भएछ मलाई
यस्तो हुन्छ केटा हो सुन के अरे अब यहाँ जो हार्छ यसमा जो हार्छ हैन त्यो चाहिँ त्यो TLPS सँग पर्छ होला हैन आउटै भयो यो फिनालेमा फाइनलमा रहेछ
Nothing too bad though, because again, one kill doesn't really change the course of the game.
तर कस्तो के सेमी फाइनल आजै गर्दै बिचारा यही भर्खर एक म्याच जितेको थियो back to back match छ एलाई मेन्टल प्रेसर नै छ होला
the space on the map, it's nearly even, right? 3 turrets are down, all 3 egos got that, SRG has 3 now as well. So it's more so about these constant fights that we've seen breaking out.
त्यो औरा भने फिलिपिन्सको हैन
Again, once we get to some of those
different फिलिपिन्सको इनोसेन्ट र क्राम्स भन्ने फिलिपिन्स
हैन मैले भनेको त्यो अहिले फाइनलमा पुगिसकेको फिलिपिन्सको हैन कन्ट्री
फिलिपिन्सको त्यो डिमन काइट र कोमेन काइटहरु
clouds thing where they just constantly find themselves back wherever the team fight was last seen, and they just constantly find ways to start again, which I think has been working really well so far for both of these teams, because it's just really a matter of timing and who gets to force out a fight at the better moment, especially considering now that we're approaching the more important objectives, and the goal lead hasn't really swung significantly in any of these teams' directions so far. It's always been less than 1k. I guess the most significant you could really look at is how Yazuki is already 2k up ahead of Sekai's, but that's a utility we're talking about.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
Shows up as well. RP
able
to dash away, and this is, I mean, Ultra continues to test the waters here.
They were basically like, you know what, Lord's coming up. Let's not lose anybody in this. Disengage. They're gonna go ahead and reset. One of the things you're seeing too from RP is, now that he's built up, he might be down 1,000 gold against Innocent.
Jen भाइले Discord बोलाउँदा.
Trying to catch Stormy. I'm not sure if they're going to get here in time though. Lord goes for a bit of a reset, but they go.
To Argo DC
the backside, place into it, connects onto nobody. Alec gonna get stuck on the 2 into the backside. RP tries to disrupt Humes, but is on the run.
Oh my goodness! What the fuck, yaar?
Now they're going to move on to Sekai's Innocent, looking for
free shots.
Sekai's brought back to the team and Nino sees a few more shots. The Argo to make a kill, and Alter Ego are finding the advantage as we speak.
Okay, Yasuke, another Phantom Steeds trying to chase, but SRG,
oh my god.
it's only 3 of them left.
Eile Onikलाई नि जित्यो TLP
For the Lord here, there'll be a grab it for Alter Ego.
Yazuki त पुन्टे पो रहेछ यार
position already to start a fight, but
म त त्यसमा निनोलाई पो याजुकी भन्दा भने
he just wanted to go for Hijume at that moment, but Hijume was able to reposition
निनो त कहाँ उपर रहेछ
under tier 2. And now Cram finds himself in the middle of Ego, who he couldn't really just fight against all alone.
निनोको बोली खतरनाक छ मलाई नबुझे पनि
Innocent is doing great. He's 5-0-5. But it's so hard to find a duet because Alter Ego has such a split up. Everyone has dashes, everyone has kites.
के त हो कि हैन
तर
केटा हो म चाहिँ एसआरजी के सपोर्ट हो है
their own essentially if they want to go 1v2
टिम त एउटा टिमलाई सपोर्ट गरे भने धेरै गर्ने हो अल द टिम म त के थाहा छ ताई म त जसले जिते त्यसको सपोर्टमा हो नि
हैन त्यस्तो गर्नु एसआरजी जित्नु पर्छ किनभने
trying to go for Stormy, and then
धेरै
the
मेहनत
team,
गरेछ
SRG
धेरै
kind of
गरेछ
has to
धेरै
deal with that and
मैले
help
खासै
Stormy
हेर्दैन
deal.
मैले
And that's why Cram
के अरे
and
बेग पनि
separated from the team. So that is going to continue to happen.
धेरै ग्राइन्ड त त्यसले गरेछ अहिले
यो
त्यो
यो
एकचोटि क्वालिफाई
ओनिक फिलिपिन्समा यिनीहरू एसआरजी पर्यो भने हेर यो अडियन्स के अरे तिम्रो यो हुँदैन प्रेडिक्सन यति लो हुन्छ यिनीहरूको होइन जस्तो जस्तो राम्रो छ नि लो भइरहन्छ
फिलिपिन्स टिमले सपोर्ट
Now
गर्छ
it's a 3v3.
अनि त्यो काइरीले पैसा डुबाइदिएन कतिको काइरीहरूले लाखौँ करोडौँ डुबाइदियो
He was one hit away from going down, but able to capitalize a kill. That was enough to keep them in the game. But man, Alfie is a menace on this Freya. He might have
Ule
had a hard
YouTube
time
भेटे
in
मेरो
the game. They're looking to take a base turret here.
Yeah, did use the factory descent to get out though. Now he uses his to dash forward.
Sir onto Yums. Yums brought very low. No way able to pick up the kill, but now allStay has to back up. Arfi may have finally met his match.
म त एकचोटि
He
खेल्न
goes
लाग्थ्यो दुई
down
तिन
with
दिन भयो
Stormy
खेल्न
picking up the
लाग्थ्यो
kill, but they do break the inhibitor.
म यही छु
Alfie's
हो
like, I want this kill. He wanted to kill Innocent. Didn't even use the flicker. But he goes down.
evenly
Ultimately,
trade,
there's
yes.
some damage on the turrets of the base of
Mlbb
SRG. They
खेल्दा
lose the
हुन्छ त्यो
bottom turret, but
Mlbb
still,
को DC को
nonetheless,
डार्क एटर्स होला
they keep things mostly
खै हाम्रो जेन
intact.
भाइलाई
Two
बोलाउन
base
यार
turrets
कति
still
भन्नु
up.
आफूलाई
Some key defensive items being picked
जेनलाई
up as
दाइ
well.
मेसेज
Now you've
पर्खिनु
got the
कलै
immortality in the
गरिदिन्छु
hands of Yums.
औ त दाइले
Yes,
बोलाइरहेछ
like you
डिस्कर्ड
mentioned, Trex,
अगाडि
one of the hard things about this is Innocent getting value out of the Blazing Duet. He does just pick up the Malefic gun now, so
कस्तो
he's got
लड
that
आइभ
most
टावर
in
डाइभ
nature
होइन
for defense. Yeah, that's the hard thing, is actually
जेन
getting most
गस्ती
of the
बुस्ती
damage
मैले
profile they
दुबिरा
have. That's
धेरै
why I
मारे
mentioned this, that the damage profile of it and making it work is a little finicky, and you just got to be able to pull that off.
So maybe that's why
Bro,
he
man,
really wanted
DC
to force that, because he
बोल्दै
knew,
दुबिरा नि
I guess, two things. He was already full
DC
build,
install
and
गरेर
there was no
install
Winter
गरेर
Crown or Wind of Nature for
गरेर
Innocent.
राखा हुन्छ है
So he
के
really
गाह्रो
wanted
छ
to
र हो
force the
डिस्कर्ड
Crown.
चलाउन
Push the fight and
ए
nice
नयाँ
grab.
पाएँ मेरो दलबाट बनाइसके
Wait a
अहिले
second,
अहिलेसम्म
Yums is locking onto RP.
दाइ नै आउनु न बरु किन्न
Ultra might want to disengage on this one, not try to take the full fight. They're all down to about half health.
हाम्रो ऊ भइआएको हो
Yeah, it's gonna be enough time for them
Wow,
though
much
to
fun
just
to do, Lavina.
reset and prep for the upcoming
Sound
one.
सुन्दा त म त
They'll be
सिम्पै
making sure
लाग्यो
that
त
they take care of the waves though. Fortunately for them, one
पैसा
base
झगडा
turret's
मात्रै
already down for
पैसा
SRG.
झगडा मात्रै हुन्छ
सिम्पै आएको हो
This Lord is up. Here, it will evolve shortly.
होइन
Again,
उठाएन
the
नि
Flying Cloud,
कि हाम्रो
traditionally
एल्डस
one of the
प्लेयर आएको
maps, if not the longest play time right now throughout
होइन
seven
भनेको कुन
is
दाइ फेक मर्मी
Flying Clouds. So they'll start this up. Half health for the Lord. Traction pulls thrown
Lobby
out.
माथि एकछिन आयो भयो
Senpai हो
Brought down to solo.
होइन होइन
They're shredding through and the backside. Sakai's falls. Gonna be the next. RP.
लो मा कस्तो पेल्देको यार सबैले मार्दे यार
अझै यो M7 मा यो लगा इन्टरनेसनल टुर्नामेन्ट खेल्दैन सिधै कस्तो हाल्यो एसआरजी त सुरुमा आउनुतिर हाल्यो यस्तै यो M7 भरिमा बबा भन्दा आयो अल्टरले मैले त्यस्तो प्रेडिक्ट गरेको थिएँ आइरहेको थिएँ मैले त टिममा प्रेडिक्ट हानेको छ कि मेरो डुबाइ छ माफ गरेको अल्टरमा हालेको थिएँ मैले
क्या यार हारिहाल्यो नि
तर मलाई त्यो एसआरजीले जित्ला जस्तो लाग्छ लेट एसआरजीको राम्रो लाग्छ टिम फाइट हाल्यो केटाहरूले
ए अगाडि हेरौँ है
They tried to chase.
यो नगाई टिएलएफ पिटी हेर्नु न कस्तो त्यो तिनीहरूको एमएमले कस्तो बेट हालिरहेको स्ट्यान्डफोर्डलाई आइटम स्वप हानेर लास्टको फाइटहरू बब्बल थियो लास्टको फाइट हेर्नु न
Do we agree? How does this
Goes to General.
completely fall? There is
Yeah, General
possibility on it,
6990.
but like they said, is it overcooked?
It's a bit too similar to what we were saying about OHEB being on the plot earlier. Oh wait,
General
both flickers
6990.
already
Short
forced out of the
purai cha.
rumors. But going back, I guess one of the biggest differences though is that RP
तपाईँको
has
पहिलो
been
गोसु जोको भनेको बुस्टिङ गरिरहेको छ
really reliable in terms of the laning. Whenever he gets his hands on, even the marksman, even when he's not on the Freya, RP
जेनरल
has
6990 भनेको
exceptionally
14.9k
well. So
सब्स्क्राइबरहरू
I
छ
think
कुन
if it comes
प्लेयरहरू
down to having to depend on RP, then
ए जेनरल 6990 भने त
spot, but that's
यो
considering
यो
that
थाहा छ
OHEB
यो
on this
थाहा छ मलाई
Esmeralda
मेरोमा
doesn't
कमेन्ट
get to make things
हानिरहन्छ
a bit too difficult for him too, but the way we're seeing it right now, he gets to freely cut the
General
lanes as he
6990.
wants, and then Flicker's forced out again from Hijume.
Yeah, you're able to go ahead and just kind of play into that, right? If you can get some of the pressure in the early game, that's kind of what we're seeing. We're seeing this push and pull, but TL wants to potentially make a play, knowing that Carl TZ is level 4 as well.
हेर्न त मजा त केटा हो फिलिपिन्सतिर हेर्नु मजा आउँछ है तर भ्युजहरु बबाल देखेर हेर्नु मजा आउँछ केही बुझ्दैन
Yazugoi who he's and the shift Phantom Steed into
Philippines Indo त मलाई गुवाचे हो
Nino will respect, he will not commit anymore.
Already पढे मान्छेहरु पोर्चुगललाई आउँदैन
The passive was already on him from
International
Sanford.
language
Was leaking away from him. Yasuke just walks right into it. Definitely a misplay.
Something about
Right, Discord out.
Them feeling a bit more softer than the typical Uranus that we see. Alec though gets stunned right under the manipulation.
That is unfortunate. It's unfortunate because, again, as a Uranus jungle, what exactly are you going to be able to do against a Leo Moore and a jungler in the rotation set up here?
Not going to be enough to finish off the kill on Leo.
At this point,
आउनु भाइ एकछिन म्याच हेरौँ न टिआरपिएस र एईको
I mean, their build was already kind of like that. Need to scale. They do have the shred to deal with Oheb when he scales. Team Liquid can just continue to push this aggression at this point. They have JP 1-0-1 having much better game than before. It's a tough start. It's a very tough start for Alter Ego.
Uranus hyper हान्दिन रहेछ यार
Entire series long.
Which is crazy because nothing too much has happened, but TL still
तर त्यही हो क्या
nearly
केटा
2,000.
मार्क्सम्यानले को बेनिफिट नै लेट गेममा त्यही हो क्या राम्रो
Same thing like Oheb had to deal with. And you know what I'm more interested in how Alter Ego is going to approach these objective fights. Because of the fact that, again, like we just saw from last fight when that was started up, it was more of a zoning thing that was the problem. So they've really got to be able to rely on this lineup to kind of support that. Turtles up. So was the purple buff. Yasuke might choose to just at least show face here, but I think this could just go over to TL. He's going to start his purple. JP gives that information, and that allows Carl TZ just to go ahead and secure the turtle.
I think it's a smart move from Alter Ego. You don't need to force it. You don't need to go too deep in. Alec now in a bad spot.
Yeah, you can't, because you'll get punished. You'll get chased by Phantom Steed, by JP on this Khalid. And right now though, Alter Ego might just want to fight. Kicker from JP. Owen going in. One Sarmon already committed. He does feel the damage though. So somehow Arfi, that's why we were talking about him being someone you could depend on.
Nobody goes down just yet.
खेल्छौ
With the 1.5k gold deficit, Alter Ego almost get a kill. They also lose one as well, but just from that fight, you can see that this is still kind of a tie game. Both sides having possibilities.
And right now they're just playing pretty much that pressure game. We're not gonna, if they can cut you off from your lane or from your top tower, they're gonna go ahead and take down that space, and that's the problem I see with Alter Ego. The ability to actually hold things down, right? Like hold, because Arfi obviously is the one that wants to scale up and get to that point, but it's difficult for him, and so at some point he should be able to farm up a little bit easier. But right now, lane to lane, TL usually has the advantage here. Nino holding his own, that's the best he can do. I'm wondering if they'll actually want to fight into the next turtle. Oh, here's Arfi still dealing with
But down bottom there is 1-2. Oheb cannot survive against 3. Hitchman picks up the kill. Now Yasuke goes down though. Carl TZ joining in this fight. It's not looking too good for Alter Ego. It's a double for Carl.
You know, every time that Alter Ego has lost so far, the last 2 times they've lost, Yasuke has had one game.
Abstract?
I don't know if it's already written in stone, but 0-1 on a jungle Uranus doesn't feel too positive for Alter Ego Esports. They get the kill onto Oheb in the boss side, but Arfi is the saving grace right now. He's the golden ticket. We said it before about Oheb on the club. This time it's Arfi. This time it is Hijume. If those those two can go deathless,
Plan ma जाऊ
then
lead
maybe there's a
गरौँ
chance.
Okay, but they have to get the kill on Hijume
hashtag
now.
CPRV
Not enough to force out the flicker, but you know he's low, so this might be an
sorry
advantage for Team
hashtag
Liquid.
2
Alex trying to look
CPRV
for an angle here. JP going in
CPRV.
as well. Just changing pose.
Yeah, it
9.
looks like they want to actually contest this though. Oheb's in position. We'll see what can
J8Q
happen here,
sub
but
capital है
again, with everything available, there's a Black Dragon form.
Phantom
J8Q
Steed and the Black Dragon form, both used at the same time. Alec though has his eyes set on Carl TZ, but that doesn't stop him from securing the red tree. Alec with the flicker out, Raging Sandborn coming in two, and he
Put it
with
out
the
on
Crimson
someone,
Peak,
huh?
what can he do? He has his eyes set on Sandborn. That's going to be the trade for Team Liquid, as they're able to take out Alec, and they secure the objective.
Okay, so a 2-for-1, but the objective does go to Team Liquid. But even with the 2 deaths on Yasuke, we are starting to see him get a little bit tankier. Golden Wand does finally lock in.
COC मा खतरा खतरा नि त्यो प्लेयरहरु हाम्रोमा 3 स्टार हानेको छ सबजना
Carl TZ will force the play in between the tier 1 and tier 2.
Plus Townal 18
And
Star Boy
that
Townal
seems to
18
go ahead and stop some of that momentum that was trying to build up here for Alter Ego for
Plus
now,
ले त पैसा
but they
खर्च
can
गरे
still
हामी
make
यहाँ
some...
COC मा नि
Nino?
खतरै
That's a curtain call, and the Yo-Yo Blitz, JP and Carl TZ. Still not enough damage though, coming in from Nino.
Oh, Arfi going toe-to-toe with Oheb on the boss side. Alec looking for the cutoff here. JP's gonna pull up though.
Okay, can Alex survive this? Still gets to turn to the bush. Has a lot of mobility too, so I guess he'll be fine. Not with the real world
Rank-
manipulation and the Phantom Steed committed to you though.
माथि माथि उनीहरुले
These
प्लेयर
fights are
हान्दिन्छ
just...
टप टप
They're
देखि
so interesting the way that they're playing out because
11
just when
सम्ममा
you
प्लेयर
think,
हान्दिन्छ
you know, you're going to find this kind of
के रे
low
11
time or a bit of a cooldown for both of them. They still are able to find, just like this Black Dragon form use, they just want to take this tier 1 turret down to open up the map, and TL does just that.
This honestly feels the most macro Liquid has played in the entire series.
Yeah.
Just taking things one step at a time, always making sure that they commit their resources to take down or take away turrets from Alter Ego. And I feel like it's really working against this team who you're so used to seeing always just brawl it out.
Well, the thing is Alter Ego Esports in the past 4 games has been able to brawl it out.
एक महिना
And it
भयो
forces Team Liquid
COC
to brawl
खेले
back with them. It forces them not to be, not to be macro efficient. But the thing is Team Liquid this time they're in control of the game. So yeah, they can go back to being regular old. Oh, we'll take towers.
अहिले तिम्रो
We don't
एक
need to
दिनमा
rush
टाउनल
things.
5 हुँदो रहेछ 5
Comfortable.
6
When you have a lead like this early on, and Alter Ego has a jungle where you can't force fights.
है मेरो अहिले
That's why we're seeing
टाउनल 9
this.
पुग्यो टाउनल 9 मा म्याक्स गर्दा म हैरान भएछु
You see the damage that
9
Liquid has. and
9 बाट गाह्रो रहेछ म्याक्स गर्न
immediately. Now speaking of damage versus Nino, Nino has a slight advantage in this as we're seeing right now, but with Sandborn flying over him, Carl
हगराइट
TZ gets
निस्क्यो
to run
भने
away
नि
safe.
हिरो मलाई पहिला
Whoa, they
Boss side.
मैले 2000
Carl TZ could he actually get out of this?
2014 मा
That's
खेले
the real
भने
manipulation used for
छोडे
Hijume,
मैले।
just so he can save Carl TZ. Goes down coming in from Oheb, down into the hub 2 coming in from Sandford. Hijume finally goes down in the hands of Oheb, and Liquid might go for the re-engage.
But with that, Alter Ego can't start up the Lord, so they chose to continue the fight. They lose Hijume, and he's an integral part of this composition to work. So it's a bad code. Again, TL still maintaining a lead. They'll get back in position here to potentially enforce this fight around the Lord. Now for Alter Ego Esports, they're starting to get the hang of things here with this composition. Nino is a threat, and he is trying to do his best here, and that's why they're going for it.
Yeah, they're gonna try and focus down on Nino, but he gets tied with the curtain call. JP, can he survive this?
Yasuke able to put on more damage, but Arfi's locked on JP.
JP doesn't live. Now that's one member down for Liquid, and Alter Ego gain control of the objective. Sanji does have the real world manipulation. Alec trying to zone out everyone as much as he can. OM doing the same, but he's starting to feel the damage from Arfi. Phantom Steed from Carl. They're gonna focus down on Alec first.
But the Lord is still in the hands of Alter Ego. Carl TZ now
But
making his
Grandson
way.
wanted to
Carl TZ in range. Sandford already using Black Dragon form.
imagine
He's on to 3 members of Alter Ego. Can he take down Hijume? That
God,
is gonna be the real world manipulation. Finally finishing off the kill. Carl TZ versus Nino.
टाउनल कति छ मेरो 9 हो
And Carl TZ is going to have to
Meta.
run from Yasuke.
Okay, that's the Phantom Steed. Additional movement speed. Now he's up against Arfi though. Can Sanji save him from this? It's a no. BMI used just to escape Arfi.
Guys, if you play COC2, join my clan, okay?
Can he still live?
COC1 can be away.
JP, slow down. Oh, I'm still going for it.
RP able to still BMI away. Yasuke looking for the re-engage.
Instaman ball palega
It's only OHIP now!
And that's why you took the Uranus jump.
Guys, wait, okay. फेरि
That's
यी
the
अलिकति
real
हेर्नु है
manipulation
के
used for
भयो
Hijube, just so he can save Carl TZ falling star. Hijube finally goes down.
अनि कार्ड इजीले कसलाई मार्ने हो यसमा त यो ड्राफ्टमा त
But with that,
मेस र
Alter
माक्समेनलाई
Ego
मारे
can't
हो
start
यार
the Lord, so they chose to continue the fight. They lose
Spin
Hijube.
हान्नु पर्यो
He's an
साथी
integral part of
अब
this
यसको
compositional work. So it's a back to
Ana
again,
धनीमा
TL
चाहिँ
still maintaining a lead.
म त्यो
They'll get
एउटा
back
फेजमा
in
एउटा
position
पोजिसन हालेन
here to
एउटा स्किन पर्यो नि यहाँ
force
जिसको
this
नगि
fight
आउनु
around the
पर्यो
Lord.
हेरो
For Alter Ego Esports, they're starting to get the hang of things here with this composition. Nino is a
स्किन हान्दा एउटा
threat,
जुनसुकै
and he is
स्किन
trying
दियो
to
नाङ्गे आउनु
do
पर्यो
his best here, and that's why they're going for him.
Yeah, they're gonna try and focus down on Nino, but he gets tied with the gonna
ल हेर न सिसीले हानेर त
Yasuke able to put on more
सिसीले
damage, but RP's locked onto JP.
सिसीले
now
हानेर
that's one member down for Liquid, and Alter Ego gain control of the objective. Sanji does have the real manipulation. Alec trying to zone out everyone as much as he can. OF doing the same, but he's starting to feel the damage from RP. Backup speed from Carl. They're gonna focus down on Alec first.
But the Lord is
No,
still back to
you
Alter
let
Ego.
the
Carl TZ now making his way in.
Okay, Carl TZ in range. Sanford already using Black Dragon 4. He's up to 3 members of Alter
अनिस
Ego.
बस्ने
Can he take down
तिनले सिओसी खेल्छ
Hijube?
भने आऊ है
That is gonna be the real manipulation. Finally finishing off the kill. Carl TZ versus Nino with Carl TZ wins!
Carl TZ is gonna have to run from Yasuke.
Okay, that's the final scene. Additional movement speed. Now
म
he's
स्क्वायरको उदिन्छ है
Sanji saved him from this as no. BMI used just to escape RP. Doing phenomenal job. And save Alter Ego in this game.
भइरहेछ भाइ भइरहेछ
OF trying to go out on the chase. JP slowed down.
भइरहेछ।
OF still going for it.
RP able to still BMI away.
ल हान त
Yasuke
हेरौँ
look for the re-engage.
Oh, he's so tanky. And RP finally getting the job
मार दे
done.
यार
Sanji
लल
with no mana. It's only OHIP now.
And that's why you took the Uranus
के गर्छ
jungle,
अब
I
OHIP
guess,
ले
but it's working out for Alter
के
Ego
उडाउने हो भइरहेछ
Esports
सुरु
as they look
कति
to take
मेरो
the Lord
11
here.
मिनटमा यस्तो टक्कर
Not under their watch. Sanford
Lo,
still trying
lo,
to
lo,
fight.
Sanford
Blazing
पनि
two
मर्यो,
with so
lo,
much
lo, lo.
damage, though. It
Lo,
will
Sanford
be
लाई
a
चाहिँ
1v2 with the
उडाइदियो।
two sides.
RP is on fire right now. I know the KDA is only 009, but the clock was ticking and 10 minutes are up. Yasuke is practically unkillable, and as long as RP and him are together, it is a dynamic.
किन उडाउने स्टलाइटको लागि देखा न पछिको लागि
Turn of events
किन उडाउने
here.
अहिले
And with everything that happened in the early and mid-game, Alter Ego brings things in their favor. And look at this. Again, RP, like you mentioned, Trex, I mean, he's on fire. He doesn't have many kills, but it doesn't matter. He's able to go ahead and pump out the damage. He's got all the assists in the world that he needs here. And that just might be the point. Plus, on this guy here, so now you're going to let the gun. They want to force a fight here on the bottom side.
Gotta go for OF. That's real manipulation. Dealing so much damage. JP going for it. Sandstorm now forced to flicker out just to survive. Sandstorm too helping in this team. That's up against the Lord. That's a turtle coming in from Nino too. Sanford together.
All right, Lord, move on the base. Alter
Oh,
Ego
border
still
right there.
safe. Get out of their face.
Oh my God.
And move back to safety. Alter Ego playing it clean.
Okay, looking to still put pressure. They'll get a tier 2 mid. They cleared out a lot of real estate on the map for Alter Ego. And now, maybe for the first time or second time in this game, TL has their backs against the wall with this kind of composition to deal with. It makes you think, again, this Uranus jungle is able to just go ahead and play up front and provide information alongside Alec here, which gives that space to RP and Hijime. So TL's got to solve that. How do they approach these fights and get some control back into the game?
There's no shredder.
I mean, a lot of it's going to come down to utilizing this RWM correctly.
Okay.
Nino?
Oh, Nino in a bad spot.
Vengeance.
Get out of that. Now they're being surrounded by the members of Alter Ego. Alec coming in from behind. JP brought back. They're trying to run back to their base and they successfully will.
There is just so much tankiness on the side of Alter Ego Sports and Team
Who do you
Liquid
think
has essentially
will
no
win the
shred. They took
M7
the
series?
risk, right?
Yep.
They don't pick up a mark.
I think
Alter Ego
Alter Ego or
There was definitely some
SRG.
worry. The saving grace was, oh, they went for
Aurora
Uranus,
PS
but now
spin बाँकी छ हैन
SRG
आधी
पनि
स्पिन
now
बाँकी
that
छ
Alter Ego
अब
Esports is online, You're right. How does Team Liquid approach this?
So
They
actually,
have to
team
look for
like any
angles,
forest
they have
player,
to look for a
and
big
I mean
steal,
forest ka bolo.
something, but it is a tough
Yo da
pill to swallow.
bolo.
They have to land
No forest bhanda bolo dincha ke
those
game
small
le.
opportunities, those stuns that
Yo
they have,
jati
those
je bhaneको
petrifies, or
गर्नु
even
पर्दैन
the
एउटा
crowd
एउटा
controls
केही न
from
केही
JP,
फरक
because
छ रिकल
RV,
फरक
it's not like he's on Purify anyway.
ल हेर न अल
Then
छिनी
after that,
लागेको
what's
यहाँ
next? Because you
बोलाएर
have to
Team
deal with these
Liquid
multiple
or
tanky heroes of
Alter
Alter
Ego?
Ego, and
Alter Ego.
I mean, Arfi just got Malefic Gun as well, so he's got more
Liquid
range. He's able to
Liquid
set up
Liquid
he's able to
Liquid
attack from an even farther way away. He doesn't really need the Purify. There's, other than the Petrify, he's good, and he can be a mile away from that. You know, he has ways, at this point, Arfi's a hard one to catch.
Oh yeah, bubble
Make
there.
that happen
Ball
again.
looks
You know, it's about the space that's provided for Arfi.
Sisilen
Hijime, like I said, is going to be an issue as well for TL, especially when they try to approach some of these fights. And you know, you mentioned it, Brigitte. They don't exactly have someone to shred through some of this tankiness. I mean, brute force now for Hijime, making it even more difficult to kill, especially when he pops the beacon here. So for TL's lineup to work and then get through a winner crown, these are key big item pickups. Nino, though.
Okay, now Hijime going in the Crimson Beacon, trying to look for someone to set up. He's to touch the Raging Sandstorm, and
तर मैले
now
waste हाल्दै आइएन मलाई
Sanji, he
Guys,
cannot
TNT
survive this
came in,
time.
send
Coming in
my
from Alter Ego.
CO6
Sanford
class,
2 separated from the rest of the
CO6
team.
clan,
Now they're on
okay.
to Alec. They're going for the chase. Conteasy can actually finish off the kill. But now
त्यही भएर
the
बालमा
other side
तिमीलाई
of the
पिटेको त्यो
map,
EXP
the
युजर
Apex
हामीले
Predator will have to be the
यो हाम्रो छ भने
sacrifice.
With Sanford
SRG
gone along
has
with
high
Sanji,
potential,
yes,
yes.
they find Alec.
जिसबाट त पाएँ त मैले
अनिस बस्ने चाहिँ COC खेल्छ भने हैन COC खेल्छ भने जोइन हो न
Try to go for a steal, it's getting bursted down too fast.
हेलो
Too fast right now as Alter Ego has control.
त्यो कामबाट कराएको
TL shows up way too
आजकल
late.
काम राम्ररी गर्दैन
त्यो
Tries to get away.
TNT गेमिङले
Gonna have to
मेन्सन गरे होला हेर
disengage. It's not
त
a fight they want. Oheb will jump on forward, but still they need a reset.
त्यहाँ TNT
Get ready
गेमिङले
for this
मेन्सन
Lord
गरे
push
होला
from
त्यहाँ
Alter Ego.
ट्रेनको आइडी हेर
Talking to me about how Alter
Hashtag
Ego
to CPRB
approaches this
9J8Q.
base.
हेर त
One of the major faults we've seen from Alter Ego over this M7 is
भेट्यौ
overstepping your
जोइन हो न
welcome. Making one
Hindi niyo
false
ako yan.
move to throw a game, and if you know the Philippines are always watching for that
फाइनल
one
भइरहेछ हो हैन हैन
small
अभिषेक भएको छैन नि
mistake. Alter Ego has
फाइनल
to be
भोलि
meticulous
कि त पर्सि
when they
हुन्छ होला
enter
मेबी
this
कहिले हो
space.
They're gonna have to go ahead
I know
and
the man
buckle
cover.
in here with this kind of lineup.
Gap
Not the
हुन पर्ने
best
कि
crew
final
in
को लागि
the
त?
world. They're gonna rely on the RWM too.
Oh, China क्या हो गया?
Lord makes his way
Look,
top.
he
Here
calls
comes
Junior.
the push into the base.
Yep. Phantom Seed already committed.
Chat ball
Alec
नहीं
is
दिख रहा
okay,
मुझे क्या?
getting
हेलो,
down
chat ball
just
को
a
क्यों?
bit.
उता
Now
सुरु
Liquid will have to focus on the
उता
Lord.
सुरु
Molly
भयो
Storm
केटा
doesn't
हो
connect onto anyone. They have to split themselves up in order to take care of what
सुरु भइसक्यो क्या हो
ड्राफ्ट त गाइस वेट ओके
Or Granger?
Draft-
तपाईँको निदेश ल मैले
Because I think they're fine with the Harriet because that
Guys,
will mean that
you
backside
tank
Harriet is
hyper
the combo, which is like ultra magic based for
यिनीहरुको
SRG.
हेर्नु पर्छ
I
यार
think they just banned Claude.
ड्राफ्ट राम्रै छ हो दुईतिर
And yes, well done.
Interesting.
Interesting. Or maybe they will forfeit the Freya, that's why they're not afraid.
सोला
Alter Ego is such
भ्यारेन्टिना
an anomaly, even though you have a very clear idea
यो
of how
अहिले
they want
भएको
to play
चाहिँ
and
के
the
हो
heroes they
सेमी
want to
फाइनल
play. That I'm
यस
taking a lot
सेमी
of time right
फाइनल
now
हो
trying to figure
एसआरजी
this out.
भर्सेस
We literally have one
अल्टर
day left in
इगोको
the
छ
tournament, and until
सेमी
now you say
फाइनल
you think you know them.
Yeah.
त्यहाँ हेर न केटा हो
On
त्यहाँ
this
हेर
thing, I
न
still can't see clearly.
अडियन्स प्रेडिक्सन हेर न त्यहाँ
It's so difficult, especially for
एसआरजी र
Alter Ego.
अल्टर
It's
इगोको
just
हेर
mainly
न
because of how
त्यहाँ
flexible
एसआरजीको
they can be.
749 छ भने
But for SRG,
अल्टर
if you want
इगोको
this to be safe,
1500
you
भइसक्यो
are
हेर न
looking
कति
for-
सपोर्ट हाने होला उनीहरूलाई यार
Actually, no, you don't even look
अल्टर
for Reds,
इगोको
you look for
घरमै
gold
बनाएछ
down
त
here.
तिनीहरूको टुर्नामेन्टै तिनीहरूको फर्स्ट
Alter has
भन्छ
to bridge the first phase of the
Yeah.
second. Because it's clear what they're trying to do with the first phase, but after bans, we don't know.
यहाँ
Because even
जो
SRG is
जित्छ
just
त्यो
kinda
फाइनल
going,
यस
they're not hard denying.
जो
It's
जित्छ
more of
त्यो
just,
फिनालेमा है
make sure you go
फाइनलमा
this way.
Yeah.
औरासँग
You don't
पर्छ
gotta censor
गाइस
for SRG. They have to choose whether or not they're willing to
फिलिपिन्सको
give either the Yuzhong or the Uranus to Nino.
एसआरजीले जित्यो हुन्थ्यो यार
Uranus will be so difficult. They block the back shot, so at least they have that place to
एसआरजी
stay,
हेर न
but
त्यहाँ मा
overall, that's
इनोसेन्ट
not
हेर
the
केटा हो
easiest.
इनोसेन्टको
Actually, you
मोटे
know,
फेस
what if Alter Ego prioritizes
ए
the
इनोसेन्ट
Luna?
त रिटेक कस्तो एउटा एउटा देखेको
Because that would
रिटेक
mean that they
Ma-
can flex it.
Yeah, what if Rome
त्यो
was actually just
त्यो
their
केटा हो
answer
त्यो
to
के
the
अरे
utility
किट बम भएको
jungle?
हेर न ज्यान हेर त
Just
किटी
ruins your
जस्तो छ मलाई
backline.
However, because of the Brazil,
के
he
गर्ने
needs
अब यहाँ के
some
गर्ने
way to kind
यस्तो
of
भयो
stop
किट बम्बा
potential
किट
invades coming
बम्बाको
out from SRG, so you
चेसहरू
always
हेर न
think,
केटा
do
हो
I pick
भग्लक
the
भग्लक
Khalid
छ
or do you
भने
pick the Hylos or the Cho.
Wild
In combination with the Kimi, you
Already
typically want to go
जित्छ
for
फाइनल त
for a
मेबी
gacha
हेरौँ
actually.
तर कहिले
Or
जित्छ भन्न सकिँदैन है
Hylos.
एकचोटि चान्स पायो भने घुमाइदिन्छ गेम त्यस्तो भयो त यो त यार
That's right.
तिम्रो जे पनि हुनसक्छ क्या जे पनि हुनसक्छ वान मिस गेम फिनिस टोलेटमा
Mid laner's gone.
अब पोजिसन कस्तो हुन्छ त्यसमा भर पर्छ गाइज होइन यो यसले जित्छ भन्नु मिल्दैन यार
And that would have been good
स्ट्रङ हो
for,
सबैजना स्ट्रङमै
some of
स्ट्रङ छ
our,
होइन
for Alter Ego, despite them not having the
अब
shield
आफै हेर
burst
न
with the choke Kimmy,
टिएलपिएस
it is
भनेको त
annoying. Someone
एकदम
gets
बवाल
kicked,
हो नि
the
त टिम
traction pulse
तर
comes
हारे
out,
नि
the next thing you know,
त
you
किनभने
can
तिनीहरूले
help the guy that
मिस्टेक
just got
गरे
hit.
क्या त्यही हो क्या एक वान मिस गेम फिनिस हो क्या त्यस्तो खाले हो क्या
But I do
यो गेम
feel like Hylos such a
हामी पो मलाई अब
neutral pick for Alter
अगाडि
Ego
अलिकति
that
पिटे खायो
really opens
भने
up the draft
माथि
for
माथि
them.
अझ जुत्न जान्छ
There's not much counter.
गोली सोलिड हेर्दैनौ कसले गोली दिएको छ के हेर्दैनौ
That's also
जुत्न
very
जान्छ
true.
होइन यिनीहरू दिमाग लाएर खेल्छ
Oh, it's a Hylos. And of
काम
course,
गर्छ
the double
टक्क
horse
बेच्नु
technique is
दिनुपर्छ
very
लडमा
okay.
जाँदैन
Roam,
गोली
Guinevere,
टक्क मेन्टेन भएपछि मात्र अगाडि टक्क ट्याङ्कहरू बढ्छ त्यसरी खेल्छ
magic
हामी
damage, obviously.
गोरु जस्तो जुत्छौँ भटटट
With a Leomore, this could be on the way to
त्यो नि
another
हो
off
सही
stop as
टाइममा
SRG
सही
cannot put
डिसिजन
in
त्यो हो क्या
more bodies or
कसले
more
जित्छ
mobile
भनेर
heroes.
फिक्स
I just
हुँदैन
realized, yeah, they cannot put many more bodies. Their
यसले नै
bodies are
जित्छ भन्न
Baksha,
सकिँदैन
Sora, Hilda.
Yeah.
Their last two picks here need some form
यो
of
फेरि
survivability
याजुकीले
that can
खतरा
last
खेल्छ
team
यार
fights long.
गुनिभियर
This is an honest approach by Alter Ego. If Stormy has a Lilia under spell, this would be the time to bring
किन
it out.
उसले हाम्रो
Cloud is so tempting for SRG because they need that hard carry.
Heaven's mandate.
They go Zep,
My legacy shall
सेक्रिसले उखेल्दैछ
and there's the Cloud. But now you are in trouble. You
Oh,
might
they were
receive the
बारु
Freya.
स्टार हान्ने हो यो क्ल्यान क्यापिटल प्ले
Freya's not
गर्दैछु
manned out.
तर केटा हो थाहा छ तिमीहरूलाई
And it's another
के अरे
fighting lineup.
सोरा र
Alter Ego just
भ्यालेन्टिनामा त
refused to
भ्यालेन्टिनाले
change who
जित्दो
they
रहेछ नि
are.
And you already know that the Sora is going
जित्दैन
experience.
अनि
So the
पहिला
Valentino
लुकासलाई
lane is
पनि
gonna be there.
भ्यालेन्टिनाले
It's gonna
हान्छ
be
त काउन्टर
okay.
त्यही त भने
The Freya is open.
अचम्म छ यार यो त
One of the other. Maybe
खुल्यो त्यो
the
ब्यालेन्स
next
स्पेल
alternative
खुल्यो
must be the Harith, but I doubt
बटम
it
मेटा
will be the
हिराउनु
case
पर्छ
here
भ्यालिडिया मेटा भइहाल्छ
for RP. It's just a low hanging fruit. Why would you change what's not broken?
Maybe their hesitation of picking up Freya here is because of the Zet, yeah. No, of course not.
No,
They just thought about it,
Yeah,
but they did not hesitate.
yeah.
Or maybe they took the time just to talk about the first few minutes of the game and just decide, hey, here's what we're gonna do.
Delayed, not denied.
Delay, not deny.
At this point,
Big
considering
Mario
it's
is a
Alter
very
Ego,
full
I'm still gonna lean towards Alter Ego for this draft.
I cannot
Last
not
race,
root for
25 race.
Alter Ego in this draft, so I'm going Alter
त्यो
Ego.
त खोलेकै छैन त्यो के टुर्नामेन्ट त खोलेर हेर्नु
and looking for
भनेर
something
बिदिन
of
त्यो
something
यो
new.
खेल्नु
But no,
पनि
this is
रहेछ झ्याउ लागेर आउँछ हो अल्ट्रा यो के
Alter
त्यो छ त हो
It's one of those scenarios where we have to say
अल्ट्रा
SRG
यो
needs,
भएको नि यो पारी
desperately needs to win this game
ड्राफ्टमा
number
अल्ट्रा यो
2.
पोइन्ट म्याक्स
Because
छ
for the
बेसी
second game in a row, they
मैले
give
त सब अल्ट्रा
Leomord, they give Freya, they picked up a Sora. When the Valentine is open, they didn't do that in the previous game, but that in itself in F7 because of the Cardinal sin.
वान एक्सपेक्टमा
Welcome
मेरो
to game
भान्जा
number
पनि
2. Alter Ego is
4,000
leading. Will they
रुपियाँ
go to
डुबाइदिएछ
match point first, or will SRG swing it back?
मैले अल्ट्रा
Look
अनिक
back
भएपछि
in
इमा
Outcasters.
अनिकमा हाल्यो चाहिँ त्यो पनि हाल्यो
Comes Zephyr and
अनिक भएपछि टिम
RP's
स्पिडमा अनिकमा हाल्यो त्यो पनि
conversation.
हाल्यो
Yeah.
राइट गाइज स्टार्ट भयो
It's
स्टार्ट भयो
happening
स्टार्ट भयो
again. Maybe Innocent
Welcome
does better this time. I don't think that was the case in the last game, but hey, this might work better. They have a different of a draft, but I
Guinevere
still have
roams,
to lean
huh?
towards Alter Ego's draft here too. Just when you think you know them, they don't. Maybe that's why they have 3 maps.
Yeah. Oh. I also feel like
अनिसले क्लान जोइन गरेनौ
there is somewhat of a clear
Square.
idea as to why they are trying to stick with the Baksha going up against the Leomord. It's just that execution-wise, Alter Ego tends to get really messy in a good way that they can't really complete the steps that are necessary for us to see what the idea is all about. Although in terms of mobility, it's still definitely going to be there.
Yo, big whiff by Sakai's there. Pops the retry and doesn't even get the camp. He will have it back up before Turtle, but still, the pressure is on, and you can see it in little things like that.
Yeah, they want to go ahead and push a lot of lanes here. A lot of concussive blasts here, of course. Again, this is Cram using the Sora and the XP lane with the concussive blast as well instead of the Brave Smite. Now, this is the problem with it. Like we saw on the Swiss stage, man. You know, Nino's got the Valentina with Brave Smite, Festival of Blood, and we saw it before where that Valentina pick that took the Sora ultimates and everything else was
Sora
the better
down bot there,
Sora. You know, it was like
early game,
cosplaying a better version, and Nino could potentially do that
मैले
here, depending on how this lane plays out.
रुक ल त्यो मोबाइलमा चार्ज छैन
really
म
commend
गर्छु
Alec
कि
here.
ओके
One
ओके
of the most
आइडी के सेभ गरेर राख्यो
diverse
आइडीहरु
roamers
त्यो उले
throughout the
पठाइदिरा
course of
होला र
M7.
त
Probably he might
मोडिरेटरले
even have the most unique hero picks himself in the roam specifically, but you know, because
List
this is
them
not a
गरिदा
hero,
हुन्छ
like
होला
Guinevere is not a hero that does too well. I think it had an 18% win rate or so.
Yeah.
But you know, seeing Nino holding on to that ultimate, Turtles up, they've got position in favor for them.
Yeah, and coupled with these heroes, right? You
Yeah,
can
don't
see
have a
these
meta
synergies
on
come into
our
play,
race,
especially with the copied ultimate from Cram that Nino could potentially combo with Alec later on. But speaking of, Alec is low.
Ooh. Fury comes down, a lot of damage on Yazuke. Cram gets first blood. Now they're trying to respond though. A lot of damage on Yums. Nino able to pick up the kill. Response back. We're 2.5 minutes in and it's already 3 kills, 4 kills. Make it 5.
Make it more, baby.
RP.
Yeah.
Let's lock on to Sakai's here. Can he get the final shot? Sakai's just trying to get away. One more hit. And RP finds it. 4-2. Into the hands of SRG.
The turtle not worth it, man. A lot of those kills went over to Alter Ego, and then you have 2 on Arfi now. So again, they're going to find themselves in the same position as before, but even better of a start for Arfi.
Yeah, we might actually beat Game 1's record number of kills in whatever number of minutes, because so far it's been action-packed. Even Cram this time around, compared to Game number 1, he's really trying to fight. And that's also mainly because you could say that he is on a Sora. He is the guy that's expected to do that, especially during those first few objectives. So far, there's no significant lead just yet between any of these two. Probably the most for Alec, because you get to see him get poked down quite often, and it's not him having these spatial migrations all the time. And I don't think that's going to become necessary. So rely on other members of Alter Ego to just follow up, even though
Oh, the one
ओए मार दिरा यार
Alright, you're not better than me yet, basically, is what Graham said. Interesting that they just kind of battled out there, but that's what to expect. And with this, alright, they keep it together.
yeah. So far, everything's still going good for Alter Ego Esports here. Although compared to the past rotations we've seen from them, there hasn't been much towards the top lane. So. Innocent and RP are still relatively free, but despite that, it's interesting to see that RP is on a 2-0 already.
It's really interesting too with the, you know, every time the Sentient gets picked up, it's not entirely a dead lane, but it's more so like most mages cannot go against the range that the Sentient has over them, so you more so are kind of just stuck there waiting.
Oh, nice flicker with Violent Requiem in the knock-up, and in comes Yasuke, trying to clean things up. Graham is able to get away though. Alter Ego gonna clear the wave and move up onto the turtle.
Huge for Cellar or Red Giants. Cram is still alive though without the flicker.
हाम्रो अनिस ब्रदरले
On Alex, guys, look for another shot. Alec forced to run away. Now Hijime and Nino on the way. Yasuke does not have the Phantom Steed just yet, but he is still gonna start this turtle.
He's gonna go take that ultimate, and then they just call off the turtle for now. Go ahead and reset, grab the buffs that they need, especially for Yasuke. You notice in the last fight that we saw, Yasuke got blitzed. So at some point, you gotta be able to go ahead and maneuver around that for the way that SRG is taking these fights. So look at the control of Alter Ego, man. They pretty much that objective by just taking control around it.
And they will put the YouTube pressure supplies. Yeah, they got it.
9 सम्म थाहा छ 9 हो कि 10 सम्म त्यो पछि चाहिँ थाहा छैन के के
For the orange buff right now, and I do not see it. Yasuke pulls up with it, able to get the Violent Requiem, and Yasuke gets the kill. Yums in the midst of 4 members can't survive in a double kill. Over to Yasuke.
I guess that confirms Yasuke actually got away the orange buff. So Sekai's now down 2 deaths, and is literally being. Oh, okay, that's a passive from Stormy. They're not gonna finish off that kill, but yeah.
I think it's purple too.
All resources almost gone for you.
Yeah. Oh, Stormy.
Stormy got it.
Oh. Okay.
Alright, back to reality.
Flicker used. At least it's on SRG side. Still, nonetheless, they've really got to be able to go ahead and deal with what's being thrown at them. It was great playing around the objective by Alter Ego, but then even when they decided to put pressure on the jungle of SRG, there wasn't much of a response. Even looking at the items, again, they're not really where they need to be in terms of like fighting pressure. You've got a Radiant Armor, a couple leg plates over here across the board for more of the tankier members of SRG. DHS is there for Innocent. Obviously, he's still working on that second item, trying to build up here. But more so, he's just kind of farming up. He doesn't have to do anything fancy until he gets to that point. And as we always say with Claude, that's kind of like that. It's that card that you have in the later ports of game, mid game, late game, especially when the Trinity is there. And as long as Innocent can farm up, that's great for him. But more so, like we've seen, when a Freya is across from you, that's not everything, right? And at the same time, Alter Ego continues to build up.
Jume just got that Sky Piercer in the way he's been playing. It might be big. The backside Cram able to get Shifting Clouds of Fury. Comes down and the stun doesn't matter. Sakai's now moving on to Yasuke, but Yasuke still up. Cram getting low. In comes Arfi, diving on top of Sakai's. Arfi looking for the kill as Cram falls short on the top side of the fight.
Wait, last tip Alter Ego
There's nothing he can do. Yasuke stomps forward.
And they lose 4 members of SRG in that fight. Alter Ego is just making it all work.
Yep, without Stormy there, first. It was a massive problem here for SRG. Cram too decided to continue what was started. He was split up, he was separated from the rest of the members, but Alter Ego had enough damage to deal with him. Now when they decided to shift, even when Innocent was there, even when there was a decent amount of damage coming in from the Blazing Duet, you know how Alter Ego plays. They're just all over the place, so nowhere is safe, not even with the BMI.
Man, not even, oh no, they're gonna go again.
The lock on. Jume able to get some nice chip damage and they're all brought back. Yasuke low and Alex is trying to get away with the Fury of the Phoenix. Bashes them down in the bottom side. Keeping our eyes on Nino. He finds the kill onto Stormy and it's nothing but Innocent standing.
The fight looked so good for a second for SRG, but they lose 4 again, back to back.
Nino on this Valentina who's, I don't know, he's been using more of the Sora ultimates than Cram has ever did. And we have to take a look at the instant replay to see how things actually broke out. So if you were to focus on Innocent, definitely it looked really okay, because it was coupled with the crowd control that Cram was actually able to use on the Sora. But those last minute dodges from the Fury of the Phoenix and this tanky mode that you get to see from Nino in the Shifting Clouds.
That's what I'm saying, that minor adjustment and not getting hit by the Fury of the Phoenix. Oh, Traction Pulse thrown out, man. AE is not letting up at all. They want to go ahead and take the buffs if they can. And I think SRG really wants to keep this side of the jungle.
A beautiful Shifting Clouds comes in, and now members are dropping on each side. Arfi though still standing strong. He takes him down. Second will be the last to drop. Yasuke with a triple, and Arfi gets thrown the other 2.
Yeah, a couple fell from Alter Ego, but man, oh man, SRG just keeps throwing their bodies into a wall, and that wall is Alter Ego.
And now, how unfortunate is it for SRG that it's Arfi and Yasuke who were still left alive at that moment? No one could hold them down. Who could you expect to actually dish out the crowd control? That was Cram. He was there, but he used majority of it to set up multiple members of Alter Ego, which we thought would already look good for them, but Yasuke and Arfi just walked past all of that.
Oh, another violent Requiem.
No, oh my god.
But in the backside, Yasuke doesn't care about the bullet. He's gonna smash right through. And a nice Arfi. There's no escaping back on the other side. Hijume finds Cram. And Sekai's is all alone once again.
Alter Ego has done it time and time again. They'll do it for the 3rd time. They'll make their way to this bottom
27-34.
as Yumes has to watch.
No holy shields, they've already taken out the mid and bottom lane. Holy shields,
Alter Ego have been playing too long today, but Innocent's gonna come out. Alter Ego's forced to back off. And Yasuke takes the Lord. First Lord of the game.
At this point for SRG, I would almost just say, man, like, I mean, think about how many team fights there's been. And I would be thinking, man, we have this, but then all of a sudden we don't. And That's in a weird position to be in
अनि यिनीहरूले
because
अगाडि
your
अगाडि चाहिँ
biggest
किन यस्तो राम्रो
damage
नखेले
dealer, which is usually the Claude like we mentioned. Whoa, Purify was
त्यही
used,
भने
by
अहिले
the way.
यो यिनीहरूको भर्खर 2 सिजन
Purify
भयो
is
यो नगरी
gone now
सिजन
for
थियो
Innocent, and
यो
Lord is
टिममा
making its way
यो
down
होइन
the
होइन
line.
भाइ होइन मैले भन्नु
This is
खोजेको
going to be even
नकआउट
tougher.
भन्दा पनि
He's gonna have
अगाडि
to
चाहिँ
rely
किन
on some
नराम्रो
defensive
नराम्रो
items with
खेले क्या
fancy footwork to make this work. They're going to go for the base. Holy shit, pop. RP jumping for Eumes as that top shield is going to pop
होइन
as well. But now with the Lord making its way
नहारे
down
पनि त्यस्तो
bottom.
राम्रो
How does
गरेर
SRG
थिएन नि
defend
त
this? They are
त्यस्तो पर्फर्मेन्स एकदम
12,000
एसआरजी को
gold
चाहिँ
behind.
यिनीहरूको
And this has been a dominant game for Alter Ego Esports.
They have range.
तिनीहरूले फ्ल्यासी फ्ल्यासी
Advantage
हिरो
of that, but not
हान्छ
the
युटिलिटी आइपरेको छ
RP once again. In a nice
Utility
shifting
आइपो
clouds, anything that Cram can
अनि
do to
फाइटर
save the
गोल्डन
team.
तिमीमा त्यस्तो
But
फ्ल्यासी
it's not
देखिन
going to be
लाइक
enough. Yasuke brought low, Storm
Team
in,
fight चाहिँ
try to do something. Oh, Never still standing! And Nino cleans them up! They lock on to the base and Alter Ego take us to match point!
हेर नि त्यहाँ जङ्गिएको यार कस्तो जङ्गिएको यार कस्तो जङ्गिएको ओ माय गुडनेस
तिनीहरूको होम हुन्छ सब तिनीहरूकै फ्यान त बेसी जस्तो एसआरजीको फ्यान त अम्लामा गनिन्छ
रिभर्स स्विप हान्नै पर्छ यार एसआरजी
रिभर्स स्विप त गाह्रो छ हो दाइ
I enjoy seeing it, don't get me wrong, I enjoy seeing it, and how good RP is with it, but not when teams aren't able to keep up.
कस्तो यो फ्यानहरुमा नि कस्तो जङ्गेको यार यताबाट उता पेन्नी उताबाट हेर नि त्यहाँ सक्सेस जित्नु भने फ्यान जितिरहेको
अझै यहाँ भन्दा नि अझै फिलिपिन्स खेलेको छ यस्तो जङ्गिन्छ नि फिलिपिन्सको त
I gotta say, the versatility of Alec. Making with his
म त गुइनिभियर हाइपर खेल्छ भन्नु र यार
makes it work, man. And the amount of times that they were low health, fighting these fights but relying on each other, plus the killing spree that is here too with Yosuke, man, they were able to do this so beautifully. Like, what is going on with Alter Ego? Is this the momentum from seriously? Look at the smiles on Nino's face, man. Again, match point now. Match point against SRG. We're gonna throw this over to the panel.
यिनीहरूकोमा इम्पोर्ट छैन क्या फिलिपिन्स इम्पोर्ट छैन हो क्या
with these multiple tanky heroes of Alter Ego, and
I mean, RP just got Malefic Gun as well, so he's got more range. He's able to snipe from, he's able to attack from an even farther way away. He doesn't really need the Purify. There's, other than the Petrify, he's good and he can be a mile away from that. You know, he has ways, at this point, RP's a hard one to catch.
Yeah, it's gonna be difficult to make that happen again.
ए फुल इन्डो टिमलाई चाहिँ उल्टा फिलिपिन्सको टिम छैन त्यो पनि पिटिरहेछ
Hijime, like I said, is going to be an issue as well for TL, especially when they try to approach some of these fights. And you know, you mentioned it, Brigida. They don't exactly have someone to shred through some of this tankiness. I mean, brute force now for Hijime, making it even more difficult to kill. Especially when he pops the beacon here. So for TL's lineup to work and then get through a winner crown, these are key big item pickups. Nino though.
Okay, now Hijime going into with the Crimson Beacon, trying to look for someone to set up. Oh, the Dutch, the Raging Sandstorm, and now they're on to Sanji. Sanji, he cannot survive this time. Coming in from Alter Ego. Sanford 2 separated from the rest of the team. Now they're on to Alec. They're going for the chase. Conti can actually finish off the kill. But now on the other side of the map, Apex Predator will have to be the sacrifice.
With Sanford gone along with Sanji, yes, they find Alec. But RP should be able to move on to this Lord quick. Real Team Liquid try to go for a steal, getting versus down too fast.
Right now is Alter Ego.
हाम्रो मुकेश भाइले उ खेल्दैन
COC खेल्दैन too late in JP tries to get away. They're gonna have to disengage. This is not a fight they want. Oheb will jump on forward, but still they need to reset and get ready for this Lord push from Alter Ego.
It's all going to be about how Alter Ego approaches this base. One of the major faults we've seen from Alter Ego over this M7 is overstepping your welcome, making one false move to throw a game. And if you know the Philippines, they're always watching for that one small mistake. Alter Ego has to be meticulous when they enter this base.
They're going to have to go ahead and buckle in here with this kind of lineup. Not the best clear in the world. They're going to rely on the RWM too. A conceal is going to be used. Lord makes his way top. Here comes the push into the base.
Phantom Seed already committed. Alec and Yazuke getting damaged by just a bit.
Yo, man,
Now Liquid, they have to focus on the
to
Lord.
कति time
Rolling Star Moon
लाग्यो
doesn't connect onto anyone. They have to split themselves up in order to take care of what... Now, Liquid...
कहाँ झन् हात तातिरा हुन्छ नि भाइ
in the game.
They're still in it. They clear things out. They lost the base turret up top. Bottom is nearly down too. All three esports. They're showing the discipline.
They are, and they get the top inhibitor, which is huge because Lord's gonna spawn up on the bottom side. So now, not only do you have this frontline advantage, but you have a macro advantage. And there is some risk to not trying to force this over, but with the lineup they have, in my opinion, at this point in the game, it is a cleaner lineup. So now they just have to have faith in their lineup, and as long as they play smart, the game could fall into their hands.
Well, right now, allStay Esports not giving them much of an opportunity to do that. Some of these defensive items coming into play now too. Alec rocking that immortality. He is tanky enough, and just he'll sit on this side of the map, allowing the rest of Alter Ego to make moves elsewhere. You look at the items here specifically. Again, where it needs to be. Even Hijime. I don't know how many stacks Hijime actually has on the Sky Piercer, but he is a problem because the innate tankiness. Well, he does go ahead and switch things out. So a chance size Waldron now too for Yazuke. So that's the problem, man. There's so much tankiness in their ability. There we go. 31 stacks here on. And that's great, because that's a threat enough even when they force these fights.
I'm wondering how I feel though about the cell and dropping the brute force breastplate. Yes, your front line is tanky, but there's some risk reward there, right? There's go for a bit more damage, you give up the possibility that Sanford or Carl Teaser are going to jump on you, and that could be the survivability. Let's see how it plays out though.
They catch RP. Can Carl Teaser actually find him? No! The BMI was available now, and Sanford tried to go on to him. The petrify lands, but there's a round available. Sanford might just get punished here, and he does! Hijime! Killing spree! It's a double for him too! MLBB बनेको अनि एउटा चाहिँ अर्को पुरै टिमले डिसाइड गर्छ
यहाँनिर त के हो यार के भएको यहाँनिर
Go for a bit more damage, you give up the possibility that Sanford or Carl Teaser are going to jump on you, and that could be the survivability. Let's see how it plays out though. RP!
They catch RP. Can Carl Teaser actually find him? No! The BMI was available. Now it's Sanford trying to go on to him. The petrify lands, but there's a winning round available. Sanford might just get punished here, and he does! Hijime! Killing spree! It's a double for him too! Real revelation used just to save the game as much as they can! But it's gonna be a cripple for Hijime!
AP and Sanji, the last ones defending. It's 5 against 2, and the minions down the box.
Minions down bottom. Everybody from Alter Ego's low. BMI available. Winter Crown again. Yazuke finally going down. Alec has to play this side. Hijime though, very aggressive diving in. JP2 sacrificing his life. The base is within reach. And Alter Ego might just make it happen, but they clear the wave.
We already brought up the previous series. You cannot question the mentality of Alter Ego, but definitely their mentality because they are already in the grand final.
They are the ones to shut down the Golden Road!
The dream of the Golden Road will be just that and only that. But a dream as Alter Ego rises above it all with Indonesia roaring behind it to eliminate Team Liquid from M7.
The cavalry goes silent as the stadium erupts. Alter Ego have done what so many think impossible. You know, we saw some of those videos, guys. Nino apologizing to the Indonesian fans when they couldn't move farther in previous MPLs. Well, today, Alter Ego are in the hearts of the Indonesians.
Hey, man. I think a lot of people questioned the Uranus jungle pick.
We all did.
I think a lot of people did around the world, too, watching this one. But, hey, they made it work. Big props to Alter Ego here. You can see the fist bumps on the stage. That's tough to see for TL. But Alter Ego did it in a very Alter Ego.
They were able to deal.
Just back all unfolded. You know, it's
No matter the theory that you come up with to try and beat it, if it doesn't work once, if it doesn't work twice, you have to change things up. Blood
as well, but the Esmeralda is all.
Temper expectations, gentlemen. As cool as it is to see the world's farthest taken Tsunami Slam and the world's longest BMI, they still need something to hold it down. They still need a good front line. And the question is, what does Carl DC get?
Kai, give me my panda, bro.
It could be. Okay,
that's what I was thinking.
That's right.
But I wouldn't be so. If it ends up being like a Lancelot.
The Lancelot of Carl can still do wonders here.
Or a Maya.
But maybe you're going to be looking for the
आफ्नो कन्ट्रीको हो नि त हैन
by the Freya and the Leomord, which I feel like is not the vibe Liquid should be going for here.
And there could also be the potential of the Sora. A Sora delivery could also be as dangerous as a reverse delivery with the Kalea as well as the Louis. I think it has just good synergy with the entirety of Team Liquid. And it's also a denial pick if they do get that hero. Is there a world where we see Harley on
I went one,
yeah, with the Gato ban, I was wondering, wait, are they now going to be pulling a page from Aurora Turkia's book?
Yeah.
I mean, up against the Leomord and Freya, though, and with Harley, Claude, that's so demanding.
So demanding. Typically, Team Liquid will just go for attack hero. I do feel like the Sora is a good hero for Team Liquid overall. They might just take it safe, though. Maybe just get Terizla, for example, for Mr. Sanford.
More likely, because if they were going for the Sora, they would have at least banned the Valentina in red for in 5.
That's also true.
But they go Sora here. Valentina can get picked up by Alter Ego.
Team Liquid might just simplify this by picking up a Hayabusa because there's no Hilda.
Yeah.
There is.
Yet.
That's the CC.
Okay.
Alright. We are about to see a different counties here. That's what I feel like. It's gonna be.
Or just Hayabusa.
Or just Hayabusa.
This is what they need. Like I said, they gotta be able to secure the opposite ends of the map as well. An Oracle first item now picked up for Nino. He knows he's gonna be one of the more aggressive initiators for this lineup. It allows that space for Alec to work with this Ilos. And you just have a lot of pressure if you think about it from Alter Ego's lineup. Again, even Arfi, the most winning I feel like Freya we have currently in M7. Arfi definitely knows this hero through it in and out. I mean, look at the way he's just going to go ahead and take some of this gold under Oheb.
Such quick rotations too coming in from Alter Ego. Oheb already using the BMI now. Even Carl just trying to take his purple buff. There might just attempt to deny Oheb. A flicker already forced out of Oheb. JP holding that push though. Will he try to go for the setup? But however, we are looking down bottom. That's going to be the BM or the Blazing Duet just to clear the way. Quickly out of lane! Arfi, no! And now that's 3-man knockup coming from Nino. Might not be enough for Liquid to survive this. He still jumps in onto Carl. Gets some shields from the top. And dodges the Veteran just to time for the and he drains out Team
What looked like such a good team fight for Alter Ego under the tier 1 turret. It goes bad very quickly as TL is able to pick up a couple kills. Good thing Yasuke is still alive, so that threat for the turtle is still there. But meanwhile, also, we have to take note of what happened in the gold lane, man. Arfi is not letting up an Oheb.
Yeah, I mean, he's okay with the 1v1. Now into the tower once again.
Arfi is manhandling Oheb right now. I gotta say it, this Freya is unstoppable for now.
Yep, and now it's Carl TZ with a spot. He does have the heavy spin. Now he's forced to use it. 4 members of Alter Ego manning this turtle. They cannot contest. Oh!
For lane right now.
Okay, the stun doesn't land on Sanford, but he's being dived by 3.
Wow. Hey, Alter Ego, they'll make it happen where they need to. Yeah, they lost a team fight. Well, they just got it and more back.
Alter Ego, 2.3k gold lead. RV, Oheb has to like just maybe swap. I don't even know. Could you go to the other lane?
I feel like we're seeing the same thing here, Trex.
Either. RV, taking a look at the win rate, predicts 62% in the hands of Alter Ego, and I feel the same way right now. I love the way that Alter Ego are rotating right now. Alec is like this pivot point.
Yo,
you see Hijume
यो घरमा जति धेरै मान्छे राखे त्यति धेरै साथसाथै लेभल अप हुन्छ
shifts to the left. Look at the gold difference though between Arfi and Oheb right now. It's 2 items to 1, a 1.5k gold lead.
This is a choice that Team Liquid made though. They've always opened the Freya. They've never once considered to take it out.
Yeah.
They've always allowed Arfi to take it for himself. They've found ways to deal with it, but now in such a crucial moment, you get to see where Arfi performs really well too. It's such a hard spot to recover from if you're a Claude, but now they find the burst on Hijume. Still has to the flicker gets committed by Oheb. Just 1 hit left. Still not enough.
Oh man, you commit all that. Unfortunate not to get a kill, and they're gonna still go in the jungle.
Okay, that's gonna be a counter engage, but a Phantom Speed committed though. So is the Glorious Pathway, slowing down the members of Liquid. Now RP has his eyes set on Oheb, already committing the BMI. He's trying to go for the save. On the other side of the map though, Nino taking care of JP and Sanford too. The fight is split up, and it's JP who gets taken down first. Sanford might just survive this, and another fight happening across the map. Oheb! It's bursted down!
Arfi doesn't just have his eyes on Oheb, he's got his hands on Oheb non-stop. He will chase him to the end of the earth at this point. And just when he can't get him, Hijume flies up, drops a feathered airstrike. Alter Ego are in control right now. We're 8 minutes in, 5k gold lead. Another item locks in for Yazuke.
Arfi is in the mind of Oheb right now. If there was that, hold on.
They're gonna burst on Sanford. That's a lightning form coming in from Nino. So much dashes and the slows from the Glorious Pathway. And a free turtle for Yazuke.
They're going for more.
Attention to the bottom lane. It's gonna be JP who they target first. Oheb trying to deal some damage, but he has to use the BMI to get out. That's the better airstrike too. Alex standing in front of everyone. Sanji gets caught in the midst of 4 people. Alter Ego, look at the pressure that they're doing against Liquid.
Under the 10-minute mark, Alter Ego has built up an 8,000 gold lead. They're controlling everything in this game 4. It's looking like we're going to see a game 5 unless TL somehow, some way does something. But I don't know if they can with this. I mean, it just seems like Alter Ego is locked in everywhere.
And all of them are playing so well right now. Nino has made amazing plays. Arfi has done his job so well just keeping Oheb out of these team fights. And Yazuke with a deathless KDA now he's the one 3 levels ahead of Carl TZ. Now he's the one with all the retribution advantages. And then Hijume, as long as you can keep on zoning like this, they control not only the neutral objectives, but the map as well.
Wow.
Hello, Mike texting 100.
By Sanford.
Hello, Sarah. Hello.
Yep, the setup doesn't land from Nino, but it might just be enough. Fortunately, there was the vengeance though. Phantom Steed also used by Yazuke, but you see so many resources made it out just because of that attempt from Alter Ego.
Let's be real though, Alter Ego does, don't push too hard. This is what happens many times. Team Liquid is going to back off out of that. They need to just secure this Lord at this point, play it clean, play it safe. They're not really
because
on a time
they are
crunch.
meta in the series,
heroes.
Cloud
they
is
don't really need to rush it.
because of the
time crunch
fighter
right now is
at
Oheb.
this
He's so
time.
far behind, dude. He's only got
CC and
DH
Cloud is
and you're at the
in
10-minute
every
mark.
game.
That's usually when they're finishing the Trinity for the Claude. That's how
Phone त छैन अब
pretty
new
much
phone
non-existent
किनेपछि
Oheb is right now. And so if you're thinking about, okay, well, if we're playing for that Claude to pop off later on, when does that happen? Well, my guy, you need like 8 to 10 minutes at this point for him to catch up. He does get a golden staff, but I still don't think this is a fight they want to take. The Lord is being started up. Glorious Pathway dropped down.
Alright, feathered airstrike 2. Sanji trying to land the combo, but instead doesn't, so he needs to flicker out to survive.
Garfi.
Still gonna go for the diversion play though, Kartizi. Can he actually steal this away? He doesn't! Yazuke still secures the Lord!
The level difference is too much, the retribution gap is too
I'm
much,
also
and now
good,
Kartizi goes down and pays the price.
A desperate attempt to buy more time for Team Liquid. It won't happen. Carl TZ gets taken out, and now with the Lord making its way down bot lane, almost 10,000 gold lead for Alter Ego. They have this win in sights. TL has to be able to pull off this defense and clear things out. But with the holy defenses down, even down to the bottom lane, this is going to be a tough one for them to pull off.
Yeah.
This fight could just be forced out by Alter Ego with this kind of lead and this advantage.
Because even looking at the wave clear that Liquid has, it's supposed to be on OHEB, but OHEB with so much catching up to do, this might be a difficult task for them. JP though jumping in, that's gonna be the setup from Nito. RP just diving OHEB in the back lines though. Nito still trying to fight. There's the Venom Airstrike dealing so much damage. JP flickering out, somehow still survive, but now it's gonna be Sanford caught in 5 members of Alter Ego. The XP laners down for Team Liquid, but they get to take care of the Lord.
They might not end the game here, but they continue to look for it. With all the inhibitors gone, AE has free roam. Team Liquid's home base.
There's a wave in mid, but an airstrike brings OF down to half HP. The setup lands onto just the JP. Can Liquid still clear the minions in the base? There are more incoming for Alter Ego. And somehow, miraculously, can Liquid really do this once again?
It's not over yet, but there it is. Alter Ego.
Alter Ego
clean the base.
And we're going
tournament
I don't know how many times I've said it, but I love it. This is how it should be in the lower bracket, and it all comes down to that one game between these two phenomenal teams.
With a score evened out, Alter Ego shows, I mean, this has been a game of hands. This has been a game of asserting dominance. We said it in the tag for this match, and it is all about dominance right now. Neither team wanting to let up, neither team wanting to change the style of play. Back to back, bloodbath, and it all comes down to one more game 5 lower bracket.
I think I'm gonna leave that question mark for Lando. Is this really the way they still want to go? Do they still want to open up all these heroes? And fight them head on, knowing fully well what Alter Ego are capable of?
Would we say, this is a good question, I think I have for the panel as well. Do we think Team Liquid has been underestimating Alter Ego at any points? Letting the Freya through. And then even in that last play, the big ditch effort to try to steal the Lord.
For SRG is to stay blue.
Okay. Now you ban Hilda probably or Grok?
Yeah, because I think SRG would want to priority the Leomord. Okay, you ban the Grok.
Okay.
Okay, Leomord and Freya together are our biggest issue, right?
That's right.
So if they still give the Freya, at least that means they're picking up the Leomord.
Oh yeah, you break the combo.
Yeah, break the combo
at least.
It's a good place to start. I mean, we are the best of 5. Wait, they're already at top point, so
that's it. Whatever happens here has to be the right call.
Look at this from Alter Ego. They better start out. They gave it in game number 2. And they know that they do not repeat that kind of draft where they aggressively picked up the Valentina plus Kimmy. They recognize that a strategy, even a draft pattern, it can be countered or denied. That's why they banned the Sora this time, and now Freya. It should be the Freya.
For the love that is all gigantic Freya and Kalia.
You know what's worse? They opened up Jushin or Eve.
Yep. So that's the other sub note that you had, which is technically there, but I believe it has to be step by step.
At least pick up the lane one first, right?
At least break it, right?
Okay.
Just let Sekai's play. That's how you do it.
Oh no, the Baxia ban. You gotta pick the Leomord.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Game खेलेर बच्चा हैन
Alter Ego become Jushin and Freya. My god, this is such a
लाग्दैन धेरै यो ड्राफ्टिङ हो अब चाँडै हुन्छ हेरौ न
But what if they completely ignore it? What if they play something out of their pockets?
Professor X is sitting on Cerebro right now.
Discord मा
He sees Everything.
He's seen this.
लाग्दैन
Jushin is a good pick.
Okay.
That's disastrous.
Freya Mord.
Or maybe just Freya Hilda.
Yeah,
I feel like.
You don't need to lean hard on the Leomord too much. I would not be surprised if Alter Ego just pick up the Leomord and Freya, honestly. But if they decide to give one up and pick up the Freya and, as you mentioned, the Hilda as well, that makes sense. If they don't want to give Innocent the Claude, that also makes sense. But then that means they'll be giving the Freya to Innocent, which we're going to have to double check our stats.
So Leomord Uranus, yeah, you're right. They are not scared of the Freya because SRG might not have picked it.
Well, Innocent, I believe, is 1-for-1 on the hero.
Okay.
He does have at least 2.
That's scary because
against Aurora PH,
SRG badly needs Shred, which now tempts you to pick up the Claude again. Because you need to really answer this Uranus eventually. You don't have access to the Lunox. So, what if they go Assassin plus Lunox? Like Decent and then eventually last pick the Lunox along the way? Like, maybe get Decent and Hilda in this opener for SRG.
The Uranus there, shouldn't they consider picking up the Esme in the EXP?
No. Although they snatch it or they break it, there's the Hilda.
Good. Okay.
And immediately the Esmeralda picked up. Oh boy.
Okay.
Professor X, man.
So
he's just so good at drafting.
They didn't follow beat for beat the 3-step process, but they still ended up taking away at least half of the problem.
And the best thing about this is that they do have the Jushin. So, in all honesty, I still feel comfortable about SRG's draft trick here. It's just scary because eventually they can no longer pick up the Lunox now. Not an option in the EXP, not an option in the gold as well as in the mid lane.
Nope, they locked it out.
They locked it out, so Shred has to come from somewhere else.
I think you're gonna end up being stuck with a carry, man. I think Alter Ego at this point are... Yeah, no, the Freya is there. They can't get the... Oh, this is tough.
And the question, what does Sekai's play?
Thinking about it, I feel like there's nothing.
The MSC 2024 MVP has been under the radar for the longest time, at least for a majority of their M7 runs, so...
What a great ban of the CC. That's the Shred that we're looking for. Maybe Harley?
Does Sekai's have a Harley in him, maybe? But the thing is, there's a Uranus on the other side. The Uranus is more than happy to just eat up the damage of the Deadly Magic. Similar to the Leomord, similar to the Esmeralda. You can bring them down low, but you're not gonna kill them.
He's also played Joy.
We also have to think about what Cram will be picking up because they badly need Shred. Alter Ego, they can get their roamer now.
Hello.
Red 4. In this scenario, they have access to the Khalid.
They can go Guinevere again?
They can actually go Guinevere again. They themselves banned the Lunox, understandably so. The world is their oyster right now, but I think that if they do pick up the Hylos without any kind of Shred anymore, that will be another scary pick.
Yeah.
Hilda.
And then they can just wrap it up with an Eve,
Hylos,
Eve, Esme, Leomord, Uranus against a lineup that will not have the proper Shred and won't have the proper range.
Yeah. Even the Cho is actually so good for Alter Ego right now. Despite having a Hilda on the other side, could be a good way to control this Freya. There you go, there's the Cho.
On point.
Drop.
SRG's last two picks here have to be either their ace in the sleeve they were saving for the grand finals or nothing short of a miracle.
No Sora for Cram.
Nope.
Might be left with Arden, but it's not that good. No Alice
Username
as well.
comment.
Are they going for something like a Dyroth now?
I mean, if they want Shred, Dyroth has that Shred.
Dyroth does have the Shred.
They might just be stuck with a Yu Zhong, which is still somehow left open.
But who do you hunt down?
Lancelot.
Exactly, that's the problem.
Maybe you don't have a choice.
Hello?
Lancelot and Yu Zhong for SRG.
Hello.
It's the Suyo. Okay.
Okay.
But then again, you go Valentina for
You just go Valen. Eve is not a necessity, but I think they can still make it work.
Make it work for sure.
Yeah, the usual Freya Ensuyo has made the Eve pick more difficult.
Okay, Tan, thank you so much for joining.
No Farsa.
So I think Eve or Kimmy are the options here for Alter Ego.
No, Kimmy's banned.
Oh, Kimmy's banned.
Guys, I'm not doing daily streaming, okay? This is my...
Valentina is so good right now for Alter Ego.
After
what if they ride off into the
streaming?
sunset into the grand finals with a different mid lane pick just for the hell of it?
Like a Kadida. A Kadida.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah.
Oh my goodness, cute draft, yeah?
Or they can pick up anything.
Among the planes.
That's a Eve.
That's an Eve.
No need to be, I mean, it's a safe pick.
Yeah.
I am excited to see this suit. I want to see it succeed.
Yeah.
I think this is a more doable composition
It's all
for
right,
SRG as compared to the
yeah.
first two games. I still feel like this Esmeralda, the first three picks coming up from Alter Ego were just genius. So just because I want to extend this game, I want to go for SRG.
Leo, I think SRG may have found an equation that works, but they really have to play this tight because Alter Ego looks so comfortable. You can see Salangor Red Giants on your screens as we head into the game. Lighthearted, laughing a bit. Maybe an acceptance of their inescapable fate? Or maybe because they might have just drafted something that can force another game and another moment for them to shine. Will Alter Ego sweep SRG here? Or will SRG clap back? Finally!
Yumsले चौपारेछ नि त हैन?
If you don't ban it out, take it away. Right? They finally
पाएन
have
नि यार,
the
उताबाट
Freya
लिदिएछ
in the
ल.
hands of Innocent for SRG, but will that be enough? Is that all that was needed? Because this lineup looks different than what we've seen before. It could be what is needed to extend the series here.
Yep, we're seeing another Suyo. We saw one yesterday too, and the entire idea behind it. My only worry is that Alter Ego has drafted a lineup that could really thrive in extended team fights. And if the Suyo doesn't find the immediate or sudden explosive engages or pickups that he wants, then it might be easier for Alter Ego to turn things around.
Yeah, part of that too is, again, this is a very different, I would say, pacing or tempo for Alter Ego Esports and what we've seen previously, aside from Yuzuka here on the Leomord, which we've seen so much of. And that's to kind of be expected, man. The XP laners just duking it out. Flicker actually used from Nino to not get caught out there. Petrify as well from Cram.
Yeah, on paper though, there are really so many good answers from Alter Ego in their draft towards the lineup of SRG. We did mention a couple. The Esmeralda being
Nice. Sky fires back though. SK brought low.
त्यो टक्सिकहरु हुन्छ है उनीहरुलाई बोल्छ क्या उनीहरुलाई अनि उनीहरुले नि बोल्छ क्या
Okay, still none of these two junglers will go down just yet. But going
उनीहरुले नि
back,
बोल्छ
we're
नि
seeing
त
them
अरूहरुले
handling the lanes pretty well. Another advantage
क्या
for
गेममा
Alter Ego, and I think this
अब
is one of
हजुर पो मुनि
the
र्याङ्कमा
key
हुनुहुन्छ
factors we've
हजुरलाई
seen
पो
from them
त्यस्तो
in all of the previous games where they've been winning out majority of the early stages of the game. So long as Nino, although he did get to use the flicker earlier on, essentially what you just need to do as the Uranus is just
हाई र्याङ्कमा हाई र्याङ्कमा हेप्छन् क्या आम्बाको नाम लिएर उ गर्छन् क्या अनि सहन सक्छ त
no level 4. Just kind of, if you notice, both teams just kind of getting some battle spells out if they can. A couple more used from Alter Ego, but this fight could break out.
Yeah, does come down. Yasuke brings out the Phantom Steve, but a Black Dragon is able to zone him away. Sakai's getting a free turtle here unless something can be done. No, it can't. Alter Ego decides to go back to the jungle.
That's usually what a Yuzhong will be able to provide for your team, especially around that first turtle. That Black Dragon form is enough to kind of keep everyone else at bay, especially if they don't really have the timings of the level 4s they're looking for. So that free, basically essentially a free turtle for SRG to work with, nothing too big though, as they just go back to the rotations. Now also looking at the lineup for SRG, you know, Stormy getting the Susha pick was great, really helps work together with having Yums on the hill though, like we've seen, especially on this dangerous grass map here.
Yeah, and really good rotation so far. It's nice to see that the Freya right now is in the hands of Innocent, but it's not just him on the Freya and somewhat winning the lane. There's also a bit more attention that's put towards the gold lane here, potentially looking to really shut down the sides that we mentioned for Alter Ego, starting with the gold lane. And this is going to be such a crucial part because an Esmeralda who doesn't really get the early snowball wouldn't really pose such a threat against this line of SRG who has so many ways and such high mobility.
It'll be interesting to see how Arfi plays this Esmeralda because in their matchup against TL earlier on this evening, it didn't work too well for Yasuke gonna go in.
MLBB does come out, able to lock on to Sakai's. The nice kick lands on a Yums and a beautiful RWN, and Nino finds Sakai's in the bottom side. He tries to flicker, but there's no escape. Back in the mid lane though, Yasuke and Alec have gone down. SRG making it 2-for-1.
Yeah, I feel like Alec really wanted to land the kick on Sakai's there. Oh wait, Arfi!
Under the tower! Arfi able to get the falling Star Moon, will survive.
But here comes Stormy. I'm not sure if they're still going to be able to pressure Arfi.
He can clear this.
He'll be okay.
Okay, that was all right. So yeah, again, these team fights breaking out objectives and everything else, you know, it's you're seeing how this push and pull works, but with the lineup for SRG, they've got a bit of the upper hand because of just how things kind of fall into place. It was great that Nino was able to capitalize a kill and catch utilizing his flicker, but still you're seeing how difficult it is for them to actually enter these objectives, enter the fight. Especially when Cram goes forward with Black Dragon.
Yeah, Cram is a lot more proactive right now. As Valkyrie just said though, just by Innocent. Another 1v1.
They're just slapboxing at this point. No. She eats shield, she makes shield, Alec goes down. This guy's able to get the kill. Doom's gonna get pushed back. Yasuke has a Phantom Steed, but at this point he just wants to get away. A nice defensive RWM. Nino jumps back in, but just to get vision and alter ego, give up the turtle.
That's great for SRG to go ahead and fight for the turtle. They do end up getting themselves secured. Yasuke just wanted to go grab his buff, and they're kind of having a hard time also dealing with the Suyo. This is a much better time for Sakai's here to kind of be able to weave in and out of these fights, utilizing that kit from Suyo, and it's really helping avoid some of this setup potential. Alec.
Nice way of the dragon, but a big petrify on Yasuke. He's unable to engage. Phantom Steed finally does come out, but he's too low to help Alex. Cram, 2-0-2.
SRG are not giving any breathing room for Alter Ego. Not even opportunities for Nino to just scout out the members, nor Yasuke to confidently use the Phantom Steed as he wants. Hijume too, he's been constantly forced to use the real-world manipulation around this area, not in any way trying to set up for the objectives because SRG have been taking control of majority of it, and this shutdown that they've been able to accomplish towards Alec is huge.
Ready, and in comes Sakai's Arfi, able to flick away to safety. But Yasuke gets pulled in. He's got the Phantom Steed out. One more shot. Sakai's able to dash back. Innocent now. Trying to lock on, but Yasuke still escapes with a beautiful way. The Dragon from Alex to Shunpo. And Alter Ego escapes death by a hair.
Alter Ego just isn't dying. What is going on here? I mean, great way to kind of avoid that because that should have been a couple kills over to SRG. It should have converted to a turret though. So they will get something. They continue to build the lead that they have, nearing the 3,000 mark.
Yeah, this is the Alter Ego who you get to see not be as successful in terms of forcing the fights just yet. Even at that moment, the Way of the Dragon was used defensively just to make sure that they wouldn't be able to accomplish the chase towards Yasuke anymore now that Innocent is able to join the fights. However, things are looking a bit too good for SRG.
When you look at this lineup again, the hard part for Alec, as you see him 0-3, is this attempt to kick the right target. But like, who is the right target essentially going to be over here? Especially with Stormy, you know, he's rocking the Purify, so mainly he's going to be okay. But even so, it's just been really difficult for him to actually get this kick. Oh, Alec.
There's no escape from that one. Cram able to find Alec. RWM comes out defensively once again to try to keep SRG away. Yasuke with a Phantom Steed backs off. Arfi though, able to zone away Innocent. Man, that RDM just is continuously used defensively.
Yeah.
They haven't been able to really launch an attack at any point now.
And at the same exact spot for 3 times already, where it's just moments before the turtle, and that everyone from SRG just gets to escape. So now they clearly have the upper hand. They'll take another turret away from Alter Ego.
A lot of damage on Nino. He might not be able to escape this one. Finally, Stormy gets the kill. Hijume just trying to clear the wave at this point.
They've just kind of shut down Alter Ego Esports' plan. And a lot of it, like I said, has been on the whims of Alec being shut down. Arfi is able to tank up a lot of damage at this point. so far, but definitely still needs to build up these items defensively because Alec can't do it all, man. And as you just saw from Nino, if Nino gets overloaded, even on Uranus, he's gonna get taken out. So they have to go ahead and play catch up. I mean, think about, there's been nothing fancy about this game's early game, but you're looking at a 4K gold lead for SRG. They've gotten a couple turrets down. They've put themselves in the best position possible to contest and most likely take that first Lord unless something goes terribly wrong in that fight.
Yeah, Yume's also picking up the Radiant Armor, means that he'll be able to tank a lot more of the damage either from RP or even Hijume at this point, who honestly always gets chased down, always makes, or SRG is just always making sure that she feels a bit more hesitant to use the real-world manipulation. I'm hoping they find a bit of an opening in this upcoming fight because so far SRG, Graham starting things off all the time with the Black Dragon form just makes it impossible for them.
Yeah, Nino popping the Consecrate. RF's still trying to hold this down. You know they got 20 seconds for the objective to come up, and it's SRG looking for a potential pick-off or fight that they can force Alter Ego into. And, you know, just again, the nature of this game, the pacing of it, very different from the previous two here.
You know, this is what happens when both teams draft 3 bulky boys, 2 tanky jungles, or 2 bulky jungles, and a female mage. Basically, they draft the little girl as your mage.
I mean,
basically what we're looking at. I mean, nobody goes down. This is such a different game than what we would watch.
Checks, I was following along, man, but till that. So, hey, the Lord, though, secured by Sakai's.
Okay. Oh, boundary descent. Coming in by Nino. Oh, on Nino. Okay.
All right, AE gonna back off. Lord casually goes to SRG at that point, and that's what I mean, you know?
Yeah.
Nobody's going down at 6-1, and now Nino's bulky. RP's bulky. Neither team has a marksman. Like, how are any of these guys gonna kill any of these 4 heroes at this point? I got a feeling we might be in for a long one.
I was waiting for the Stormy shout-out, but...
Big Stormy shout-out, hey. Right now, with that Lord making its way down bot, I don't know if Alter Ego Esports is going to be in the best position to contest this, but they're going to try to go for a kill on Cram.
Oh, a lot of damage on Cram. Yakuza might finally be able to pick one up. Sakai goes down. Black Dragon to run away, but Yasuke snipe him off the map. What? With a long shot spear of the sword. What? On the mid side though, able to take the tier 3. A nice falling star moon on to Innocent, but AE got what they wanted. 2 for 0 trade, and now down to the bot lane to stop the Lord.
But you see the targeting, right? You see who Yazuka clearly wants.
Go for Yumes.
3 men onto Yumes. Yumes caught in the midst. Will be able to get away. They know Stormy's coming, so they want to back up. Yazuke wants to get back to base. Alec gets pulled back.
I mean, if you're SRG, would you even expect that Alter Ego would have wanted to pick a fight, knowing fully well that there's a Lord marching down bottom and that they only left Nino and Hijume to take care of it? So Alter Ego still have these very weird but surprisingly working off timings for them when they decided to go for that engage. Yazuke clearly just wanted that kill on Sekai's and he found it.
This is the surprising thing here. I mean, despite everything that's happened in the pretty much the majority of the game, Yazuke is fine. Like, itemization-wise, he's pretty much keeping up with Sakai's. He's gonna try to fight for his purple buff. He should be able to get it with the help of Nino, so that's there. And also across the board, really, they're not that far behind. I mean, look at this Lord advantage off of that Lord. They really didn't get that much, which is surprising again. And maybe a big part of that is because, like you mentioned, Trex, they just don't have the, you know, those marksmen that you're used to seeing. You're kind of, you got a similar lineup in a way where it's like, yeah, you just have to kind of throw each other's bodies at each other and hope that you come out with a win in that because of the bulkiness, you know, if that's what we're going to go ahead and call it, like these tankier heroes and setting things up around a Cho, for example, is your main component to make this work for now. And a lot of your damage, if it's not going to be able to be capitalized in a real-world manipulation with Hijume, it's Yazuke to do it. And like we've seen before with the Leomords countless times throughout the knockouts, unfortunately, he's had a little bit of a more difficult time approaching those fights just because of the way that SRG's lineup works. You can see this note out too. Trinity achieved here for Innocent. I mean, Innocent has just been doing his thing, farming up 0-0-0 right now on the Freya. But now he's going to be kind of a nuisance to deal with. He's going to be a little, he's going to be able to pop off the damage towards that backline, especially on Hijume if he goes here. So the fight for this Lord starting up. Again, a little bit of an awkward positioning for both teams to try to execute this.
Yeah, maybe we will be looking at whether or not Alec does find the right opening too, and how are they gonna link up together. Oh, he misses the Phantom Steam.
RBL!
Huge Black Dragon does come out. They're gonna try to zone Yasuke away. Sakai's able to get the Lord. Arfi on the run, Cram able to get the knock up. But in comes Yums and Alec. Nice kick on a Sakai's, but it's more to just disengage. Alec will go down. But Yasuke has the Steed finally back. RWM to catch two. And Arfi's brought low, but Yasuke brings two back into the RWM. And Cram might not be able to get away from this one. Yasuke dashes back. Stormy gets the kill.
Oh, right now it's gonna be Innocent going for the chase. It's Nino who he's after. Arfi will have to disengage because Nino only with a flicker. Oh, actually still survived, but not for long.
Now it's just Arfi against four. He might be bulky, but it might be too much. He's pulled back into the midst. And Sakai's gets it. They might be able to try to force this in here.
Oh man, it's only Alec against all of SRG essentially. Can he stop him?
Nice Black Dragon wave still has to come out, but Alec goes down. And SRG will lock on the base and get one step closer to evening the score.
We are not going to have a sweep. Not in the lower bracket semis. Not in the lower bracket finals.
Hey, after what we saw in the last series, it cannot end in a sweep.
Okay, guys.
And we're happy about